What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What up, Sir Miguel? What's up, Unc? What's up, Stephanie? Man, y'all know I had to come on. Y'all know I had to come on. It wasn't gonna be right if I didn't come on. You know, it wasn't gonna be right if I ain't come on and talk about this. Amongst other things that's going on. Uh, I got my OG Sir Miguel in here early tonight, man. So y'all already know. Hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We got the OG Sir Miguel in here early tonight. We got Unc up in here early tonight. Unc might be working, but y'all know I had to bring this. I had to bring the news. You know, let some people get up in here before we get started. You know, just greetings, greetings, greetings to everybody. Man, I got plenty of shout out to my Twitter family. Oh man, I mean Twitter. My Twitter family been loading me up. So much information, man. It's so much information out here floating around that could be discussed on these platforms. You know, um, it's just getting around to talking about the different things. I see on my some of my Twitter family. Also, Tracy Viewpoint posted the ratings from this last surviving R.kelly. The first initial showing was rated at 49. The second part two of it was even lower, like at 89. So the interest of this surviving R.kelly, the interest of it, people wanting to see it and watch it is dying out. You know, they're losing that flame. And with that being said, what's going on, Lavish Lady? And with that being said, we know that they're losing their flame because the accusers and the supporters of the accusers are starting to go at each other, similar to what we witnessed in the R.kelly segment. Now the tides are turning. With that being said, we want to welcome the OG Sir Miguel to the panel. What's up, Sir Miguel? Happy New Year, man.
What's up, my beloved brother? Happy New Year to you and the family, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We here to talk about it tonight, man. We got so much to unravel, but the key, one of the most important things is what we see on the screen here. We go back to 2019 when our brother Robert Kelly was took into custody on allegations. He was given a bond one time, dude, and that's when he was on the child support hold. When they came at him about these allegations with these women, for some reason, our brother Bond was denied on several occasions. Even though he proved that he wasn't a flight risk, he turned himself in. He gave up his passport. Uh, he was cooperative with the authority, and that's something for me. That's a question because of what we hearing, what I've heard about this guy who's accused of killing one third of the Migos is that when they caught this guy, he was trying to flee the country.
Right.
How's it going, Mel J? It's been a minute, Mel J. It's been a minute since I seen you. Happy to have you back. Happy to have you back. Yeah. So, you know, I got a problem with that, Sir Miguel. Y'all catch this guy. He have a passport, bag full of money, on his way to the airport trying to get out of the states, and he get $1 million bond.
Well, here's how I'm gonna look at it. Keep in mind, you're looking at a state case, unfortunately, and because Robert uh, case was in the feds, you already know how that worked. Even though he had no criminal record, of course, they're gonna use the back history of even though he was acquitted in 2008, they're gonna make it like, oh no, he uh he really stole that case, basically. So they kind of leveraged it a little bit, changed their language in the wording, making like he was a threat to society, so forth and so on. Unfortunately, that's how the feds play. In certain situations, depending on what state you in, you may get a little leverage being a first time offender. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up,
Right.
but unfortunately, that's where we are. Because when I saw it, I was like, what the hell? Then I had to kind of pause a little bit and think about some things because whoever's speaking on your behalf, or whoever's, writing whatever brief or whatever it is they need to get to the judge or whoever, or the prosecutors, whoever, it depends on how that language is written, man. Is either gonna work for you or work against you.
Right, right, right. Agree. I agree wholeheartedly. But even with Kel's case, we seen people with even similar cases all be they all got an opportunity to get bail and go home and prepare themselves properly for a trial. And I'm talking about from Tory Lanez to Harvey Weinstein and Mike Avenatti, shit,
Hmm.
Don Russell. I mean, all of these people involved surrounding the R. Kelly case, all of them had the opportunity to get bail and go home and prepare for a trial. But another thing that I thought about was I believe that they was afraid of Kells winning. Again.
Oh,
So
of course,
you know,
because if you think with the key word you just said, he already proved and showed you that when old girl came out alive said he got her pregnant, he sued her. You know what I'm
right,
saying? He was gonna fight.
fact,
So if he had the money and to do what he needed to do, he was gonna get investigators, all of that shit. They knew if he was allowed to be out, that he was gonna go toe to toe, do what he needed to do, and bring the best experts he could into his
fact,
case.
right.
And
So
that's
I
what they
guess
didn't want.
they had it, but the shit that's so crazy though, OG, to me is that I'm still trying to fathom how did they how did they accumulate this Rico in New York.
Well, you
Like,
remember in the beginning. You remember in the beginning before they even got to Judge Donald. Remember the first judge was like, "Look, y'all don't really have nothing. Y'all need to bring me something, or I'ma let it go." They came back again. She was like, "Nope, y'all still don't have enough." See, when you supersede something, that means you're going beyond the scope to bring in some shit that you think could fit, so you can throw it up against the wall and see if it's gonna stick.
correct, correct.
And once they superseded and started changing the language, man, that's when the whole game started. Because I think the third time around, that's when it was like, okay, boom, got him. It was fucked up because it was a dirty game they played. Because they knew they didn't have shit. Because in reality, what you charging them for was really a misdemeanor. But unfortunately, man, and I've learned so much through all this shit. When the feds pick up some shit, man, bro, they can use any and every gimmick to get your ass, and it's up to you to dig your ass out that hole, fighting them motherfuckers. And if you ain't got the money to fight up your shit on freeze, then you got an uphill battle in certain situations, depending on what you know what I'm saying and what it is or whatever the case may be. And honestly, man, that superseding indictment shit, that's what really got him. Because they didn't have shit.
Right. And the thing about it is, now that we 3 years, that we're 4 years into this, and everything has turned into what it has turned into. I want to say hello, V White. I want to welcome Mel J. It's been a while. I haven't seen you on these YouTube streets in a few months or so, but glad to have you back. Glad to have you a part of the family. Welcome. This is where it's at. This is where it go down. Straight, real, raw, and uncut. We're gonna give it to you just like that. But back to what my brother Sir Miguel was saying. Um, you know, now that we look at it, even Ann Dunley, with everything taking place and turning out the way that it's turning out, do you think that Ann Dunley is looking at this shit like, what did I become a part of?
Hell no.
Or do
And
you
I'm a
think she just hell bent? She was hell bent from the beginning. Well, we knew with her saying she was dead set on 30 years before the case was even heard. So, I mean,
she let me look, man. She dead set on what she did. She ain't looking at and saying what I did, because at the end of the day, if we look at all the stuff that's going on in terms of R. Kelly now speaking, all of a sudden now all the shit is hitting the fan. All of the shit that we sort of kind of knew in terms of people lying and this, that, and the third. Now people saying, "Oh, this person did this. Oh, you did. Oh, well, come on now, da 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 da," all type of shit.
but the most important people though that I'm looking at now is we gonna let's get him off the stream right quick, and just a second. Let me see what we're gonna go to. And like I say, man, again, shout out to my Twitter family, man, because a lot of information I find it comes from Twitter. Shout out to those people on Twitter that follow me. I try to always respond back to those people. I try to always retweet things and stay in support of people who's out here pushing the information out uh, consistently, man. And if I use anything from someone, I try to keep the name on it to to recognize them or whatnot. But I just say, man, shout out to the Twitter family as a whole. Everyone who followed me on Twitter, man, I appreciate you all, because we can't no one individual do this work of bringing this information. It's gonna take a village of people, a unit of people bringing this information, putting it out, because they use the media, which is a powerful tool in 2020 in this 20th generation. The media is one of the most powerful tools you can use now you know,
Right.
and the only way that we can combat the media is coming together as a unit and speaking against the media. You know, so I salute all of the people that's out there doing it the right way. You know, not witness tampering or witness intimidating, and just coming out stating the facts, man, and keeping it clean. So as long as you keep it clean, you don't have to worry about finding yourself in no indictment, becoming a part. Ain't no way you should be supporting a case and somehow become a part of, that means you overly involved yourself.
Right.
So you can help this case by bringing the facts, or speaking on things that you feel that are questionable without over inserting yourself into the case itself. So shout out to all of those people. Shout out to everybody from YouTube to Twitter to Instagram to Facebook, whatever social media platform that they own, that's doing the work the correct way, and it's beneficial. So yeah, Sir Miguel, if you got something you want to speak on, you can go ahead. I'm trying to get in the background so I can take this picture down and go to the next situation what we gonna speak on.
And I just want to say one more thing about that picture, man. It just hit my mind with him getting that $1 million bond. It has to be something that the prosecutor and them or his defense team saw, the judge or somebody say, hey, maybe it's something there, maybe it's not sure, but it's kind of strange. Like you said earlier, I didn't know the dude was had a bag of money and was on his way out trying to get out or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it has to be something in there that they on the fence about in order for him to get that $1 million bond.
Yeah. So when they caught him, it's alleged that he was on his way trying to get out of the country. And he has the connections to flee. He's associated to Jay Prince. Mob.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So some must have worked in his favor to get that $1 million bond. Had to.
So here,
That's the only thing I can think of.
all right. You can see the stream there.
That's
Lisa Van Allen, man. Lisa Van Allen on why she did not participate in Surviving R.Kelly Part 2. What up, J Rock? Let me see.
I'm reading this, man, and I find this very interesting what she just said.
Oh, you
She
can read it out
said
loud. If you want to read it out loud, you can read it out loud. I'm gonna send J Rock the link.
she said I
If he
didn't
can't see it
participate
already.
in part 2 of RSK. I didn't tune in last night, won't be tuning in. I'm not cool with them using footage of me for a promo and on a show. No, I won't be caught dead on the same show as them two dick licking lying ass twins who are dumber than a box of rocks. No, Lifetime don't give a fuck about anyone's feeling and well being, only ratings. How can you speak about the truth and being heard and let a network walk all over you and use you? Nobody gets a pass, not a network, not a person. It's all about the same abuse is abuse. I am in control of my life, image, and content. Self-care is number one. If you don't look out for you, no one else will. Fuck any and everyone who doesn't like it. Well, here's the thing, man. Why would you want to participate in something when they didn't really do nothing for you the first time?
Right.
Why would you want to participate in something when it's one-sided anyway, and you yourself been caught in a lie saying that you were 17 and you were 18?
That's why she didn't want to participate.
So why would you want to participate in something when in fact in 2008 you were caught in a lie, The judge thought your testimony was kind of sketchy and so forth and so on, but you tell different stories on different platforms and you're inconsistent in what you say, and then you're saying this and that about what somebody told you when in fact this individual really don't speak much anyway. And at the end of the day, if you are a victim, you should be calling the police, not going to get a settlement or not getting immunity X, Y, and Z. You don't need any extra change or immunity to tell the goddamn truth at the end of the day. And I don't give a damn who you are, whether it's from drug selling, abuse, or whatever the case may be. Tell the goddamn truth and live with the consequences that come with it, whether it be good or bad. Period.
Facts. What up, Midas?
Yo, I'm chilling, Big Vibe, man. What's good with you, bro?
What's up, Midas?
Yeah, what up, J-Rock?
We here deliberating, man.
Man,
what's good, Midas?
Yo, chilling, bro. Ain't it crazy that she put it up that she's in Switzerland though? After she just committed perjury on the stand in Chicago?
Huh.
She can travel. She can travel abroad, man. She got that immunity deal, man.
She doing Tasha K.
Hey, nah. But peep game though. Y'all see what's her name? Got a goddamn GoFundMe up.
Who?
Lizette Martinez, but she's supposed to be married.
Oh my
God. Oh hell, that's the one that burnt the house down, ain't it?
Nah, that's the one who so-called said she didn't need no boarding pass to get on the plane to go see R.kelly.
Oh, that's the password chick.
Yeah, but she got a GoFundMe up right now.
But
what kind of shit is that?
Didn't she switch her story from Surviving R.kelly 1 to Surviving R.kelly 3? I think Surviving R.kelly 1, she had a different story about that.
But you see that what did happen though. Now you see Lisa, they were using Lisa Van Allen to drive this Aaliyah narrative, right? Mm-hmm. So now that Lisa Van Allen dropped out of part 2, this ain't part 3 that they just showed. This actually part 3 flopped.
Right.
When Drea and them decided they didn't want to be a part of it.
Facts.
So they just gonna skip all over that and name this part 3 that they just released. But why did this chick seem to me this person here is taking bits and pieces of Lisa's story. Let me find her. I put the picture up here the other night. This chick here is taking bits and pieces of Lisa Van Allen's story and using it on part 3. The chick that say she found the tapes in the basket, and when it popped it in, and it just so happened on the tape, she said it was Aaliyah and R.kelly having sex. Now you got Lisa Van Allen said it's a bag that he toted around all the time. Mm-hmm. Now it went from a bag to a basket, and the lady say she got one of the tapes and went put it in. Or I'm gonna read it. Say I see this basket of tapes. And I'm like, well, maybe I just grab one of these tapes and let me go in the other room and see if there's a VHS so I can watch a movie because I was bored. She says, then when I discovered that that's when I discovered that he had been lying to me about Aaliyah.
What's the chain of custody on that, dear Big Va? What's the chain of custody? she kept that saran wrap for like 20 years.
Sir Miguel, do you hear this? So this man sleep with an underage female. And he just got a basket of tapes just sitting there. Then you go grab one and go in another room to see if it's a VHS in there, and you go chill and watch a movie. Then they say the man, I thought he didn't allow people walking through his house freely.
That's the last I heard.
First you can't roam through his house freely, but you can just get a tape and go in another room. Then Lisa Van Allen, remember she said she went to the studio. He sat the bag down when he went to go to the bathroom, and she just went in the bag and snatched the tape and popped it in. And just so happened it was a tape of her, and she just kept the tape.
Right.
And sent it to Kansas City.
But
So
another
it's
time,
like, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that, Big Val. Another time she said she got it when he was at the basketball court too. And she said she took it out of duffel bag and she ran with it. And then her husband said he edited the tapes. So it's like, I don't know, man.
So this man got illegal, he got child pornography just laying around, toting it around. I mean, which all this shit is a crime that he's doing, allegedly. Nobody, you mean to tell me this man, that's stupid. I'm gonna just keep this shit on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm facing all these. The man told us on Gayle King with my way back past, messed up past. Why would I, out of all people, hold somebody hostage unless they need to go to their uncle's house to get some shoes?
Down the street.
Down the street.
So, which tells you that he was paying attention to what people were saying, and I don't think people really understood what he was trying to say. Y'all think I'm not paying attention, but I am. I'm not as dumb as you think I am. Just because I know music, I may not know how to read and write well, but I do got common sense.
Right, man, got plenty of common sense.
You see what I'm saying? And you know what's sad about it all too is that no one thought or could even imagine that people, whether it's YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, would pick up on the bullshit that these people were telling, because there's not only so many inconsistencies, but everything is hearsay and there's no actual proof. And now people are firing back to say, wait a minute, that ain't what you said on such and such platform, but you said it over here. But then you get on the stand, you say this, and then you go, oh no, I didn't say that. The government said that. So which one is it?
You know, what up, Lil Mac? What up, Miss Lady T? You know, it's just like, but this right here on the screen though. This right here, what you see on the screen is one of the letters. This is a letter that she wrote, right? So this shout out to my Twitter family. But she claimed that they wasn't allowed to have phones, but she never said that he didn't allow her to write. But you found out when these letters got exposed in court, all of a sudden, the daddy come out, Angelo, oh, he made her write these letters. You was a lie. Because these chicks had phones the whole time they was with R.kelly. And they didn't have no Straight Talk or no Boost Mobile. They had what he had.
Right.
You know, they had the newest iPhones when they was at court. You know what I'm saying? So to read this letter, and she's talking about her mom and her dad. And this is why I question the people who support these parents. You know, it said she was talking to whoever she was talking, had to been her brother or somebody in the family. And,
yeah, I think it was a brother.
And I'm gonna go back to the thing that I referenced last night. And it said, that's another reason I know they were trying to set him up, but offered. She said that's another reason I know they were trying to set him up, but offered the police. But after the police came in the room and saw that there wasn't any wrongdoing going on, Mom and Pops realized that their plan pretty much did not work. So we're gonna hold up right there, though. We're gonna hold up right there. We finna check her. We're gonna check her. We gonna check her and we're gonna check them. Because according to her, during trial, did she say that Robert was in there eating her out?
Yeah.
And somebody knocked at the door and they had to stop?
Yeah.
She said when the police came to the room, they discovered there wasn't any wrongdoing going on. Mom and Pop realized that their plan pretty much did not work. So obviously they decided to back off of their plan at that time. So hold on, how did they plan not work? If you were 17 and you said that he was eating you out and jacking off or whatever the situation may have been, so that means he committed a sexual act with you, which means all you had to do was tell your parents that he did X, Y, and Z to me. You got the DNA. If he put his mouth on you, you got the DNA.
Exactly.
So how the plan didn't work?
And remember, her daddy said he went out the back way of the hotel. But how you gonna go out the back way of the hotel when you upstairs?
When you upstairs, ain't no back way. You see what I'm saying?
And then look at this, Big Vibe. If R. Kelly supposed to have made her write the letters, how would he know what was going on with the parents and her? Bullshit.
You see?
I'm just saying.
You know, so
Facts,
we're gonna go on.
Facts.
We're gonna go on. Lil Mac, we finna hit that. We finna hit that in a minute. We finna hit that in a quick minute. Lil Mac, if you can, man, get your tail up on here, man. You already know what's up. And she said they decided to bag off that time. Oh, she said, brother, I'm telling you the truth. I cannot make this up. She said, then later on, after I started getting to know him, now this right here speak volumes, right? This right here absolutely contradicts her testimony 100%. It contradicts a lot of these females' testimony. But I'm gonna read what she said. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all getting them likes up. Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Like I told y'all yesterday, donate to the Cash App $1. I ain't asking for a lot. We just got to get better technology so that we can show this stuff on the screen. I ain't got to be on my phone all the time. You know, we want to get some better technology so we can be doing this stuff the way we need to be doing it. No, but we making it do with what we got right now. I ain't complaining. You know, thank God for what I got right now. She say, then later on, after I started getting to know him, and what I mean by that is becoming friends, I admitted I started developing feelings for him and went from being excited to be around R. Kelly, the celebrity, to falling in love with Robert, the person. And even though I wanted to have sex with him and actually hinted towards that a few times. Now, this is her.
Mm-hmm.
This is her saying that she made a pass at him. She hinted at him a few times. I backed up from it because he was not showing the same interest. So she tried to give it up, pretty much just lay it out there on the table.
Mm-hmm.
He say, no, I'd rather go pay for my food. But you get in court, this whole narrative is flipped.
Mm-hmm.
It say, and I told Ma that on several occasions, but she just kept on pushing me, just trying to make me have some type of sexual relationship with him. Did she say this shit in the courtroom?
She did.
Did she admit this in the court? And Ann Donnelly looked over all of this shit.
And see, one thing I learned too, as a person who becomes a judge, that's a prosecutor, they still think like a prosecutor even though they're a judge. And let's just say if they was a defense attorney and became a judge, they sort of kind of can be in the middle. You know what I mean? But a lot of prosecutors that become judges, they still think like a prosecutor. That's why they deny shit or let the prosecution have their way.
Yeah, but we got to understand what happened with that prosecutor too, Sir Miguel. She only had 2 cases. She had the Muslim ban, which was against Trump, and the case with R.Kelly. Right before that, she was like a traffic judge.
See, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then.
And she was appointed especially by Obama. And as you know, Obama's also in Chicago. He also said he don't want R. Kelly to be at the inauguration. He called through Jay-Z from New York. We didn't call up R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we gonna move right along, man. See, I mean, this is the shit that people don't want to talk about. This girl saying she tried to throw herself on R. Kelly. He said, no. Hold on. Something ain't right. He ain't want that. So we can finna get off into now. Now we finna get off into the nitty gritty. Now that we got to this point. So in 4 years, we had 2 sets of parents who came out swinging for the fences, who was sent off, who claimed to have been contacted by 97 baby girl, who we know to be it's alleged to be either Cass Jones or Santa McGee. Contacted these 2 parents. Contacted one of the parents, Tim Savage, which Tim Savage came to realize that his daughter was grown, and him and his attorney came to the conclusion that, in your words, Sir Miguel, what did Gerald Griggs say?
He said we had to change the narrative.
Okay, and with them changing the narrative was they had to reach out to somebody who was closer to the narrative, which they come to find out that Azrael was the youngest adult there. Correct. So they chose to go after the Clary family to bring them in. And with going after the Clary family, even in the beginning of going after the Clary family, Angelo said out of his own mouth that all R. Kelly had to do was meet up with him and have a conversation like a man, and they could have worked something out. But when you heard Rob said on this new this little intro that he got to his documentary coming out, if these women are grown, what the fuck do I need to talk to their parents?
Exactly.
But let's listen to Tim Savage. Tim Savage is being Tim Savage.
Cool. I'm tired of this shit, bro. You attacking my family, and I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick of it, bro. It's time out for this dumb shit. Ain't about, no, you can't sue no bitch like that because she already broke. You feel me? My attorney already said that. Why you gonna sue somebody that's broke? Fuck her. I ain't broke. No, I'm gonna embarrass this bitch. We need to sit down face to face, 1-on-1. Show the receipts that where my wife sold where we sold our child, first of all. Second of all, show the receipts where my wife had sex with R. Kelly. Show the receipts, Tasha K. I'm sick of your shit. Show it. Let's get down 1-on-1. My attorney can be that, matter of fact.
Tasha K in the beginning was there when he was talking to Angelo in the beginning and saying that they needed to reach large platforms to spread the information about what was going on with their children and with their young adult daughters in R. Kelly. They went out to Tasha K. She didn't come seeking them.
Right.
They seek Tasha K. So now that with Tasha K, we know what type of blogger Tasha K is. She's a celebrity blogger that likes to gossip. So when Tasha K got involved with this, I don't think she got involved in it because it was the females. I think that Tasha K only got involved with this case merely because of the name Robert Kelly.
I agree with you 100%.
I think it's a little deeper than that, though, Big Vibe, because Tasha K really blew up off of this whole R. Kelly thing, and there was connections between Tasha
But
K
see,
and
she
somebody.
still had. Now we can't say
Mm.
she advanced, but her platform was hitting 100K subscribers. Was Tim? That's why Tim them went to her. Tim said out his own mouth she had like 80 and something down there 100K subscribers. That's why they went to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why your boy Bedbug platform didn't blow up the way that he thought it was gonna blow up when he came out saying that R. Kelly ain't nothing but a dope dealer singer. They gonna lock his ass up like Bill. Because when he was speaking like that against R. Kelly, he wasn't getting no traction because they had Tasha K and Team Truth. So those two platforms were getting most of the publicity when you talking about coming against R. Kelly. All of these other like O-Code came along after that. Then these people that's inside of the O-Code circle, that was inside of the Team Truth circle, they came along after the fact. But in the beginning, Tasha K was the catalyst, man. Because she had the platform already in place. That's why they went to her.
True.
But
But
the thing
then,
about it too, Tasha K had a lot of backing, you know. Because when
yeah,
she first came out with this whole R. Kelly thing, like for somebody who was so small, she didn't have to change up her background. She didn't have to change up her apartment space. Nothing like that. She just kept on rolling. She already had the wine coming out. She had the winos. She had the tea. And you think about it, if she's working that close for Homeland Security, right? Then what's her role?
But how is she working? Do you think she's working closer than Homeland Security than Angelo? Angelo has a whole business with someone who's attached to Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. The hip hop business. Facts.
You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of this shit, it all intertwined at some point in time. But Tasha K was more so, she had the connections that other people didn't have, and her platform had the notoriety. That's why that BOP officer sold that information. Tasha K didn't buy the information from that BOP officer. Whoever sponsored Tasha K platform, they paid for that information. She put it out though. But see,
what if they ain't even pay for it? What if because you know I like my conspiracies, man. What if she's informant? You know she's allegedly a repeat felon. You know what I'm saying? So if she's an informant, she's already working with Homeland Security. They pass her off some information, put it out on the blog. We give you the money, we pay for your subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We blow you up quick. We're gonna get R. Kelly. Could have got R. Kelly quick after Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like they built Tasha K to get R. Kelly.
Right. But see, what's Collar wasn't gonna take. See, Tasha K don't have the type of money to keep people off of her like TMZ, right? You see how TMZ got when TMZ got in trouble for leaking those pictures of the crash site of Kobe death. TMZ was able to go to court and pay that settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Tasha K ain't gonna be able, she can't do that. But at the same time, she came out to R. Kelly solely because she came out to R. Kelly based off her emotions about the information that the family was feeding her. She didn't fact check it. And when she did decide to fact check it, it was too late.
Man,
Because
she knew it was BS from the start, Big Va. We all know that she knew it was BS from the start. They had no evidence. They had grown ass
but you know
females,
what the evidence
women.
was, though? Do you know what the evidence was? I keep telling people this right here. If you take this right here, if this right here never happens, if this never happens, all of the rest of these allegations are hard to fucking believe, man. This was the start of this was the start of R. Kelly allegations. This is what planted the narratives in everybody's head. This right here. Him and Aaliyah.
I'm glad you brought that up. You see that David D. Orr? That's a political figure. He was actually a senator or something inside his state, but he was an accounts clerk. He was like a big clerk. So he had a big position out there. So the fact he never even testified, and there's 4 copies of this same marriage license. This ain't the only one. There was one involved. There was another one involved. 4 totally separate looking marriage licenses that they produced for this case since 1995.
So you go there. They started witch hunting this man with these narratives with Aaliyah. So after the Aaliyah allegations, that means everything that came out from that point on, then they come out with the tape allegations. They come out with the tape allegation. So now here we are in 2019. Now they coming out with allegations that the man is holding people hostage, right? But I told people when I first heard the story in 2019, I said, this shit sound like Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this man having a cult. I never heard about a cult or none of that shit until the Cleveland, Ohio shit happened with Ariel Castro. That's the first time I ever heard about a cult. But if you go back and look from the Ariel Castro case, you actually see chains. You see padlocks on the doors. You see all type of the windows boarded up. You see all of this shit that they were explaining when they talked about R. Kelly. You actually saw it with Ariel Castro. So this is what the government did. They played on the emotions of the public because they painted that image from Ohio and made it seem like this is what R. Kelly had going on. Because if I'm a man, right, and I'm listening to this shit, and the first thing come to my head is the Cleveland, Ohio shit with those 3 girls trapped in their house, how many women you think thought about that same shit? How many people you think thought about that same shit? He got motherfuckers chained up. These people didn't find no piss buckets, no shit bags, no shit buckets. None of that. They didn't find no signs of people living in predicaments that they shouldn't have been living in.
So true.
But they painted the narrative to the public that this is the condition that he had these women living in. Then you got Alice and Angelo say, well, we knew our daughter wasn't there. But we went there because we knew other girls was there. Make that shit make sense.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have cameramen with them too? Big
They
Rock?
had a cameraman with them. Recorded. So now you look at it, what these people have done is they sat around and drop narratives around, and then they carry the cameraman around with them to record them going to act like they trying to rescue somebody. So my whole thing, this goes back to Alice and Angelo. Well, R. Kelly did determine if in fact he did determine that y'all daughter wasn't 18 when she came to Chicago and sent her ass back to wherever y'all sunk her from, how the hell did she end back up in Chicago if y'all were so concerned?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all so concerned. He sent her back. Y'all claim to had took her back and signed her over to sign a permission slip. But if in the state of Chicago, 17 is considered an adult. So why in the hell would you sign a permission slip in Chicago?
But the thing about it is too that also kills the New York case altogether, because the New York case was based on faith who was supposed to have caught STD, and that's done. If Azriel is not in the picture because of the fact that she was a tampered witness, I think that's why R.Kelly is so focused on that as well too, because she's a tampered witness.
Right. I mean, you look at it just on them suppressing the evidence alone. Just on suppressed evidence, because all of this evidence was there during the trial. All this evidence was there during the trial. But then you got people like Larry, which is a confidential informant. Did you hear the accolades that the government gave this man?
Nah, bro, I didn't hear it.
Man, they talked about this man as if he had never committed a crime. They said that this man's work was critical to bringing R.Kelly down.
And this is why I say it's a bunch of federal informants. All that blogger scene, all them people doing that weird stuff, it's a bunch of federal informants. All this We Are the Enterprise nonsense. If Levi and Dana didn't take down, and the Dream Team didn't take down that dude when they took him down, this would have been crazy, man. That surviving R.Kelly thing would have been actually real to them. They wouldn't be falling like how they were falling right now.
But even that, and it goes back to me saying what I said. Anytime you become a part of a case that you advocated for, means that you over inserted yourself. You can't be mad at nobody for that but yourself. It ain't nobody's fault that you got yourself so worked up to where you become a part of a case that you're supposed to be advocating for. But back to the BOP officer, when she sold. But see, the thing about this is, all of this stuff was brung up before the trial even started. So why was it not addressed properly? When the BOP officer, they say this person wasn't even assigned to R.Kelly Till or nothing. But you access this man's record over 100 and some times.
Yo, not just that, Big Vi. It was a network of BOP officers that had to be leaking information piece by piece. Because I think it was 60 BOP officers that accessed that information. It was a
right,
step, man. Yeah.
And then soon she got it. Oh, I got it. First thing she come to her platform and say, "Oh, I got R.Kelly jail records. I got all the emails. He been telling Azriel this and going back telling Johnson this." And soon she said that, boom. Somehow Larry get the shit. Angelo get it. All of a sudden now, but see, it wasn't those emails. It wasn't even the emails that got Azriel. I don't even think it was the emails that got her to Las Vegas. It was the fact that they paid for her to have a backstage pass to meet Drake.
Yo, Big Val, you wrong for that, man. You wrong for that, bro.
I'm just saying, they whoever, Lifetime or whoever bought her the backstage pass to go meet Drake, she thought she was finna go. You see how she was dressed?
Facts. And it was $2,000 for a ticket for backstage. And Angelo said he paid for it. But that ain't make no sense because he wasn't making money like that.
Only way he could have paid for that was off the backs of those people that was over there supporting that Team Truth shit. But she tried to go meet Drake. Thought she was finna get. Well, she thought she was gonna get chose. But then look at this shit. I'm trying to understand how is these women so battered by R. Kelly, but you look at Drea, she walking around here always naked, ass out, everything half-ass dressed. Azriel, same shit. These females don't even feel like women unless they're showing their body parts off, exposing themselves. You got Faith Rogers when she was on the phone with R. Kelly, and she was talking to R. Kelly about something. He like, look, you know I don't talk on no phone. First thing he told her. That's what tripped me out with the phone call Azrael on the phone in the hospital. You mean to tell me this man gonna tell Faith, you know I don't talk on no phone. If you want to talk to me, you're gonna have to come see me. Find your way up here. She bought her own ticket to go to New York. But somehow they charged him with sex trafficking.
Well, on top of that, too, Az tried to get with Drake's dad on Instagram, and they ain't paying out for.
Man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But then Tasha K, when she got these emails, she get this shit over to Larry. The first thing he bragging and they laughing. Yeah, Tasha K reading the shit. Oh, he telling Azrael and Joy the same shit. Well, both of them his girlfriend. What the fuck you supposed to be telling them different? But see, you got to go and think about this though. What was the narrative during the time? Everybody was calling. I ain't gonna say everybody. Majority of the people was saying, running with that narrative that Team Truth put out there, that Joy was slow. R. Kelly don't like Joy. He like Azrael. So they had Az feeling like she was the one. And when them emails came out, she realized, motherfucker, you the two.
Put her ass on pause.
But Team Truth was hyping her up, and they was calling Joy slow. They talking about Joy retarded. Joy don't be saying nothing. I even said from the Gayle King interview, I said Joy conducted herself like a woman. Azrael acted like a motherfucker from the hood.
Exactly.
But see, Azrael too, right? Wasn't she going through his stuff on a regular basis? Because she was taking some strange pictures when she first got there. It's like she was planted at first. She sort of liked R.kelly because she got access to cash. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like she was doing some kind of scheme on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
But if you go back earlier, I gotta find the video, man. It was a press conference that Steve Greenberg did. I'm not sure if it was that press conference when Jim Derogatis told Steve Greenberg about why you calling all the victims liars or this, that, and the third.
I think it's that one.
But Greenberg said they know for a fact that one of the girlfriends is working with the federal government. You know how Steve Greenberg, he say federal. We know for a fact that one of the girls is working with the federal government and was contacted by Homeland Security. But that shit just went over people's head. They knew Azrael was the weakest link. That's why Greenberg had her sign that paper. Had her sign some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Greenberg was so mad with Nicole Becker.
Because Nicole Becker was hooking up with Az?
It wasn't because Azrael, he knew that Azrael was working with the goddamn federal government, and Nicole Becker, they try to make it seem like Nicole Becker was trying to use her like witness intimidation and shit. You know what I'm saying? How she was like, they were trying to make her like look like a handler, like she had Joy and she had Az all the time, but the whole time Az was a fucking rat. They knew that she was double working. She was a double agent at the time. So what she was doing was what made him mad with Nicole is that she was studying sharing information with Az, and Az taking the information, giving it to the goddamn federal government and Homeland Security. So each and every time they come up, they trying to strategize the defense, and then turn around every time, you know, they shit with these fucking motions coming out, the shit that they trying to defend, here come the federal government, they coming with motions to combat the shit that they thought they had. Come to find out, damn, how the hell they come with this shit? How they knowing this shit? They knew that Azrael was fucking taking the information. That's why Greenberg was so mad with Nicole. He didn't want nobody. He didn't. I feel like he didn't want nobody fucking. He didn't want nobody sharing shit with Azrael. Az was taking the information and giving it back to the goddamn federal government. How every time a motion dropped, the goddamn motion denied before it even. Man, you seen these people was denying the motions without even reading them. This goddamn woman in New York, the damn judge in Chicago, even admitted to doing the same shit. When Jennifer was putting in her motion, the motherfucker denied the motion. No, that was the same woman doing before the sentencing. You remember, Sir Miguel? Before R.kelly sentencing in New York, she put in the motion, and goddamn Ann Donnelly denied the motion before even reading it. So when they went to court, she was like, Jennifer was like, well, I put it in my motion. She's like, oh, I'll have to go back and read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She like, I didn't read it. You just denied a motion and didn't even read it. This was in May of last year.
Yeah.
So what you think going to happen if we find a Rico between Ann Donnelly, Don Russell, the Enterprise, all these bloggers, Tasha K, whatchamacallit, maybe even Obama, you know, Kim Fox, Gerald Griggs. What do you think going to happen? Do you think these people actually going to serve time, or what you think? They're going to commit suicide?
Well, I know for a fact in Chicago, Kim Fox, Michael Avenatti, Angel Cruz, Angel Cruz, with the she was her and Larry. That's how Larry knew who was testifying and who was working with the people in New York, in Chicago, because him and Angel Cruz was fucking emailing back and forth.
And of course, the Jim DeRogatis book that they were supposed to be using as a guideline for charges.
Jim book, they used Jim book for charges in Chicago, and they used Demetrius Smith books as far as the Aaliyah go for the Aaliyah part of the shit in New York.
And they used Jim's Connect at CNN for the fake tape.
No, hell no. BuzzFeed. You didn't see that last night when I dropped that? Something, Miguel, you saw it?
No, I didn't see that one, Big Vi.
Oh, hold on.
I missed that one, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck BuzzFeed got going on. Just pay attention to that. Pay attention to that top left-hand corner. You're gonna see BuzzFeed right there in the top left-hand corner. Oh, y'all missed it last night. Shit, man, I came with an exclusive.
Yo, BuzzFeed, Rolling Stone.
Here you go right here.
Yeah, pull it up.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on deepfakes. Deepfakes, or realistic-looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and...
Look at the top left-hand corner, right over Obama's head. You're going to see BuzzFeed. This day shit.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on deepfakes. Deepfakes, or realistic-looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and...
So, if they can add your favorite actress into a porn scene, you don't think they can add R. Kelly into a porn scene?
Of course they can.
But for that one, they didn't even insert the porn scene. They didn't even do the scene. Remember, Prima Donna was on their behind for it because they only had like 2 or 3 pictures.
They did an edit,
chopped
but we talking about the audio that they put on this tape. We all knew from 2008 that tape that they had no audio whatsoever. But somehow in 2018, 19, this past trial in Chicago, tape number 4 never came into court. And that was the original tape from 2008. So they were asking, where did the tape go? Oh, it was missing from evidence. All of a sudden, the tape that Michael Avenatti brings in, that he took to CNN, that he hooked up with Jim DeRogatis and Kim Fox in Chicago, which worked for BuzzFeed Studio. All of a sudden, now the tape got audio on it. And out of all the audio that could be on the tape, it's the young lady on the tape saying, this 14-year-old PUSSY.
But Asante McGee already admitted to that. In the first interview, she said it was role playing. Remember? In her very first interview.
There was no role playing. That's bullshit. You don't, man, you got
she took her own audio and they superimposed it on the video and sent that motherfucker in.
Man, and that shit was fake as fuck, man. Why? But you see with the deep fake what they can do. They don't need her. They just need a clip of her talking. That's it. Like they can take my voice right now and go and put that motherfucker on Team True platform. No, that's all they need. They can go scan. They can scan a picture of you and take the scanning of your picture and add your voice to it and put it on any fucking thing they want to put it on.
Yeah, but this one was easier because what happened was Asante McGee said that she acted like she was 14 years old when she was hooking up with R.kelly, and she said she was calling him daddy. But you can't believe nothing that Asante say because
it's true. She was never with R.Kelly. She was with the entourage. She was with somebody in the entourage. You see, you go back to the Tim Savage interview in front of R. Kelly house, he coached her on what to say. And when they asked her a question that wasn't according to the script, then guess what she did? What Tim Savage did? Grabbed her ass off the podium.
He stepped in.
So now I go back to the same shit. You gotta ask yourself this. With Azrael saying that R. Kelly coached, they was coached up by R. Kelly before they went on Gayle King. So do you mean to tell me this nigga had the time to coach y'all, but he couldn't coach his damn self?
You know what I'm saying?
Make this shit make sense.
So remember, Asante got banned from the house because she was going in rooms she wasn't supposed to be going in.
What if she was lying? She was lying. Midas. She made up all of this shit. She made up narrative. She made up narrative. This motherfucker was a dancer, a backup dancer. She wasn't even important, but she made all of this shit up. She the one. She was a part of. She was like the box that you scratch the match on. She was used to scratch the match.
Because remember, her own daughter was on audio talking to the ex-boyfriend saying how her mom would come back with lump sums of money going back and forth. She never was with R. Kelly. She was just around for the money. She was basically a super fan.
But
She
as a
was the
backup,
same motherfucker on the stage with the fucking chain around her fucking neck,
Yep.
walking like a fucking dog. But she
Yep.
was a part of the stage, the little acts and shit. That's how she was getting her money. She wasn't, man, that man ain't fuck with this woman. But she was just a person that they can use to reference to say she saw this shit. How the hell come on now? If she's just a random woman, Midas, you gotta ask yourself now. She a random ass woman. Don't know Azrael, don't know Joy from a can of paint, but she know how to contact their parents. Make this shit make sense.
but not only that, she getting so much money, she ain't getting that from backup dancing alone. She got to be robbing the house.
But you heard what the baby daddy say? She was a fucking scammer.
Yeah.
The ex-husband say, oh, she been scamming and frauding her whole life.
Got plenty of mugshots.
All her mugshot is from the same shit, Mike. We can't give Asante McGee no more credit than she deserved. That motherfucker just a person that they just throwing out there. Because if that was her role playing on the goddamn tape, she would have been her funk ass in that courtroom.
But you know what this does? This rules out that tape altogether. Because first of all, you're not sure the chain of custody for the tape. So at any point in time, if somebody was even had a tape recorder inside that house where they were audio taping his room or his bedroom or whatever and just go and recover it when they're ready and just splicing that audio, you know what I'm saying? And just putting it together at the end of the day, send CNN to verify it, put it out. Then all that, if you don't have a chain of custody that removes all of that, it's done.
And how did Avenatti get it? He lives in California. How did he get a tape? How did he get a tape? And then how did he get the tape? First of all, how did he get the tape where in California? How did he take you to CNN? He traveled from California to Chicago with the tape. They met with Jim Derrick and Kim Fox.
Well, none of that is legal. None of that is legal.
But then you gotta even question if Michael Avenatti ever had a fucking tape in his possession. See, me, I'm the type to do this type of shit. I like to think this type of way. Did this man even have a tape in his possession? Now we gotta look at narratives, man.
Well, remember he was representing the old boy. Remember?
You know, Gloria already had old boy in Pennsylvania.
See what I'm saying?
All of a sudden he went away. The one that found the tape in the attic. All of a sudden he went away. Ain't heard shit else about that tape. Ain't heard nothing else about him, or you ain't heard nothing else about the man in Pennsylvania or the tape in Pennsylvania. But all of a sudden, Mike Avenatti hop up with a tape, and he representing, out of all the people he representing the Clarys, he representing Geronda Pace, he was representing, I think he had like 3 or 4 of the people he was representing.
And he either had Keith or Chuck, one of them two also.
Yeah. So if why he wasn't representing Asante McGee? Why he wasn't representing Roshana? Since they used her to verify, she was the one, she claimed it was her on the tape. See, it's so much bullshit that they put out around this shit, man, till where when you really sit back and you start thinking about this shit, you like, man, did they really do it? How the fuck did they really say that?
And mind you, I've never heard a judge say somebody can authenticate a tape that's supposed to be old and say it's them on the tape, and then you deny the defense to bring in an expert. I ain't never heard of that shit. Never in my life. Never.
And not only that, then she says her on the tape, but you got 2 witnesses. I mean, you got 2 accusers in the courtroom that's saying that they slept with this woman. And when you ask this woman, do she know these 2 individuals? She says she don't know them. But they saying that they participated in threesomes with her.
But again, Big Vi, remember, her father died quite mysteriously. You know what I'm saying? The Mute R.kelly movement, they had to stop all royalties. It kind of left her almost homeless. You know what I'm saying? So they've been playing a lot of games with her. They've been really attacking her
Man,
from the time she was a
Linda
kid.
Mitch, Greg Lanfell, and Jack Palladino was the key components to this trial. And Ed Jensen as well. All of those people mysteriously died before this trial came. And if you really think about it, they pushed this trial back. If they would have had this trial early in 2019, most of them people would have still been living. I know Jack Palladino and Linda Mitch.
Yeah, because even her death was strange.
They both was attacked mysteriously.
She get ran over. Dude jumps out the car. Somebody see it, and something happened or some shit they were saying.
Yeah, he ran her over. Bagged up, hopped out the car, ran her over again, and he hopped out, told somebody to call 911, ran her over again, and kept going. Jack Palladino walked outside his home. All of a sudden, two young guys pull up on him and attack him outside his home, talking about they trying to take a camera off his neck. He fall down, hit his head, mysteriously die.
I'm gonna throw in another NBC murder just for good measure. When Bill Cosby went to buy NBC the first time, what happened to his son, Ennis? He got killed by what? An immigrant, because he said he had a flat tire or something like that. A Russian immigrant that was only in the U.S. for like a couple of weeks.
But even the flat tire narrative, if you go back and listen to Dick Gregory say the man was riding in the newest Mercedes Benz that came out that year, and that particular car came with run flat tires on it. So even if he would have had a flat, he still could have drove until he got his tire changed.
Yep. Happened right there on the 405 near Mulholland Drive.
Y'all saw the new the latest civil suit they had against Cosby too? That was fake as ever, man. He took one picture with one female, and next you know, what up, J-Rock? Took one picture with one female. Let's you know they try to say he hooked up with this girl inside a little room, but it didn't make any sense because then the girl stayed there with her friend for like 4 hours afterwards, and she was all happy, and they got pictures and videos of her like just enjoying herself.
What up, J-Rock?
What up, J-Rock?
What up, Big Vi? What's going on, Sir Miguel? What up, Midas?
Respect, J-Rock, man. You good?
Oh yeah, I'm straight. I just came through. I would have came through a little bit early. I had to go ahead and call, check on my brother, and then kind of find out my brother was in a car accident.
Oh man, hope everything was all right with him, man.
I hope he's okay, bro.
He's fine. I just talked to him. It was a situation. It could have been a lot worse than what it was because he was driving along on a highway and then went on this main street. But the person that a lady came out and she kind of drove out in the lane and kind of poked along at this intersection, turned in the lane where he was coming because he was already on coming like about 50 miles per hour. So then that put him in a bad predicament because the way she came on, the way she turned, if he'd have hit her, he'd have broadsided. He would have broadsided. That car would have been towed, and that one would have probably been in the hospital or worse. So he swerved, he missed her. But in the process, he missed her, got in another lane, and got rear-ended by another car. Now, nobody got hurt. He got hurt a little bit with in his arm, like his left arm. The lady behind hit him, got a cut, like on the wrist or something. And the other woman, he completely avoided the other car though. So Nobody had any major injuries, but it could have been a lot worse than what it was. His truck did get a little damage. Did get some damage though. But other than that, he said he's fine. He said he didn't go to the emergency room or anything. He said he probably need to go to the he said he might try to go to the doctor tomorrow. But all in all, everybody's fine. Everybody's cool. You know, like I said, it could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Hey, I'm gonna step off real quick. I'm gonna jump back on in a few minutes.
I respect.
All right, cool. But yeah, I'm just coming up in here right now trying to catch up on a little bit on what you guys was talking about. I don't know where you was earlier. I remember the last thing I remember seeing was you posted what was it, a tweet or a message by Lisa Van Allen was talking about something about how Lifetime didn't really care about them and they were only about the ratings and other stuff that was going on. So that was the last thing I kind of remember seeing. And somebody mentioned about somebody, at least Lizette, somebody got a GoFundMe. And why? And didn't she just get married? So
That's what they were saying too. That she just got married, yo, and she's still looking for free money. And I thought
that's the point. If you just got married, what the hell do you need a GoFundMe for?
I thought I heard that she contradicted herself in Surviving 1 and Surviving 3 though.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I heard. Because
they just go on, bro.
Them stories, man, they can't keep up with their own lives, man. They can't. They keep trying to backtrack on different stories. They keep trying to keep pushing the same narrative over and over again. Now the funny part is, like, when Tim Savage came out and said what he said, it's like not everybody just scrambling.
Yo, I'm so glad to see Tim Savage finally coming to the light, man. And because he was really kind of the biggest push behind this whole thing with the whole baseball bat. You got 5 days and all this nonsense.
No, you got
no.
You got 120 hours, man. You ain't got no 5 days.
Hours. I was gonna say something about that.
He got 120 hours. But this is Angelo Clary. I'm back. Send a message for Tim. He said, all for a show or a book deal. Sad grown man. You can't get it on your own, just like you said. Then he said, all for a show or a book deal. Sad grown man. You can't get it on your own, just like your story. Dude, you should have left me alone, but you let the Angelo gang trick you to join it. Get ready. So he come back with another tweet. Shout out to Twitter for this information. See, now the two families going at each other. He say, I see people channels are on ice, so now you call the big dog name to get views. Say my name, say my name. You fake victim supporters are weird, just like that fake church family. Super weird. All will be addressed soon. When Angelo come knocking, truth is the truth. That's what he got at the bottom. So you see, now the enemy is at each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Now the enemy is going at each other. Now you got a liar going against a thief.
And see, like I said, the clips I done seen on this one, it wasn't the people that was on there. It was the people that weren't on there that caught my attention. So,
like who you think should have been on there?
well, who wasn't on there? I mean, obviously, you could say because I didn't see Alex Clary on the ones I
Nope.
see. She
Alice
wasn't,
ain't on there.
and she was exposed because of the fact that what she was, all the stunts she was pulling, with her daughter. So
Yeah.
that was one. We know Michael Avenatti for obvious reasons.
What about Ted Ness?
Mm-hmm. Then what was it? Johnson was on there briefly. What was it? Part 1, but she wasn't on part 2, right?
The Savages was on there.
Okay, because I think Johnson was on there, but I know.
Yeah, she was in there talking to Faith Mama and Daddy was on there. Angelo was on there.
I thought that was real interesting.
Yeah.
That Faith's father, Angelo, and Tim are all sitting around talking after what Tim said about his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, the bitch lying. I got video and audio of the bitch lying. The bitch mama told her she need to go back and get more evidence. I got video and audio. But you talking about R. Kelly. But this man call your daughter a bag of bitches.
Yep, it sure as hell did.
But notice something that Nicola whatever what's her name again? Big Vi, don't let me get it wrong, man. Nicola, the blogger that's putting out R. Kelly's name. Nicola, the lady who's putting out R. Kelly stuff on Instagram. Let me get it, yo. She said that Az don't even talk to Angelo no more. She made sure to let her know that she don't talk to Angelo.
But she was telling him that in the beginning. That she don't talk. She like, look, y'all know where I was. Y'all know why I'm not talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? She was saying all that shit. And Angelo was telling her, whatever problem you have with your mama, that's with your mama. That don't mean take it out on me. But if my daughter got a problem with my wife, she got a problem with me. But that set of parents right there, they don't want to take accountability.
Well, ain't that crazy? The mother pushed her daughter into R. Kelly. But you know, something that was real funny that I heard though. I think Angelo said it. That Don Russell said that R. Kelly hooked up with Jongelyn inside a bathroom for 2 hours. That ain't made no sense to me. That sound like more witness tampering.
Well, you know, it came out when you go back to see where Don Russell got that narrative from. He got it from Tim. So why you think Tim said, well, R. Kelly got it, I'm done with my wife. You know what I'm saying? He say, I'd already called my brothers and told them what's going on. And once the Savage make a phone call, ain't no turning back. Shit, R. Kelly got him a girlfriend, got him a wife for life. Tim didn't give a damn. All Tim wanted was his million.
Yeah, but Tim made himself look real silly though. It's Natasha Simona. Tim made himself look real silly, man, because his daughter, she's what, 26, 27 by now, something like that. And he's still chasing her around. He messed up his daughter's life.
She was way grown when she met R. Kelly, man. She was in her 20s.
He messed up her life. For 4 years, she's been attacking the guy who she wants to have a baby with and marry. It's crazy, man. Just because he wants cash.
Then did a goddamn intervention when she did come home to visit. Goddamn me. Who is that? R. Kelly make you do this? R. Kelly make you do that? Oh, you sleep with the girl? Like
that wasn't an intervention. That was an interrogation.
Interrogation. She works in Sergeant Mason in motherfucking Memphis, man.
That sounded more to me like, did you get what I was? Are you ready to get on board yet? Cause I'm looking to get the money. Because you know why I sent you there in the first place. That sounds more to me like that.
Picture of the man in his sleep, all type of shit. Like
facts.
I just never seen so much evil surrounded by one person. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, let's see what Kel say. What he said. In his little mini documentary that he got coming out. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, he said the crazy part about all this shit is, man, that people really believe this shit.
Exactly. Because even R. Kelly said in the Gayle King interview, use your common sense. The amazing part about it is that R. Kelly gonna see that common sense isn't always common.
It isn't so common. It depends on who you're talking to.
But mainstream media lost all its credibility, though. This thing with Andrew Tate, too, that's opening up a lot of doors for us to start bringing out this truth, because they doing the same kind of narratives shape up against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we even have video of the girl that was accusing him, and it seemed like she was the Asian also, but she had access to go and get pizzas. She was leaving the compound. You know what I'm saying? She was just chilling on the phone. A reporter came. If she was really in trouble, all she had to do was walk out and be like, help, save me. Nothing like that. Like, everything's breaking down for them, yo.
Mm-hmm. Shit crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is, and everything is breaking down for them because this whole narrative that they've been trying to spin this whole time. Because see, that's the thing. You got to try to keep that lie going, and because you got to remember the same lies that you told the previous time. And I don't know. I think it was you, Big Vi, somebody else. Maybe it was Dana, but one of y'all brought up the inconsistency of what at least about Lizette said from part 1 to part 3. You know, and I was like, and that's proof right there.
Maybe with Dana.
It might have been Dana. Hell, the part that got me, what Dana said was the chick Ebony. I forgot her last name, but she was the one that said that she was the main girl in the Players Only video featuring the game from R. Kelly's TP3 Reloaded album, saying that she did the video. At the video shoot, she wound up, she said she came across Aaliyah. She ran across Aaliyah. How? That album came out 2005. Aaliyah died in 2001. What the hell did you do? Did you get a Ouija board? Did you do a seance? Because I've been the only way you've been able to talk to Aaliyah.
Yo, these are witches, bro. I keep telling you, these are witches.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when she said that, I said, come on. You really think? Y'all don't really think for 1 minute that nobody gonna know that you just said a bold-faced, full of shit lie in front of everybody? When she said, well, I was in the Players Only video, and then she said, after that, she said, talk to Aaliyah. How? Like Kanye would say, how, Sway?
But how about, Jim Derogatis even did Damage Control yesterday, too. He did an interview yesterday after the Surviving R. Kelly thing came out, trying to clear up shit. I ain't hear it. I hate looking at him for some reason. I got to bring myself to, look at him.
Well, look,
but I'm going to listen to him later, yo.
I'll tell you why I hate him, because I can't, because like I said, I can't trust the man. Looks like a cross between Fat Bastard from Austin Powers and Jabba the Hutt from Return of the Jedi.
Yo, I swear that brother got kids in the closet. I swear. He should not be nowhere near no school. Like, if you can't be all for love and rock and roll and all that on one side, and then on the other side, you're going to say, oh, R. Kelly's the worst person. Like, something's really weird in between there. Like, you hiding something.
He looked like he might have driven a white van in his life.
An ice cream truck, yo. He got an ice cream truck. He coming straight out of Spawn, yo. He looked like the dude from Spawn.
Damn! Yo. Oh my God! Oh, Midas.
That's him, yo. That's him right there.
You just took me all the way back.
You come up with an ice cream truck and you smiling at the kids like, yo, I'm here to save you from R.kelly.
Oh my God.
What's his name again, yo? I can't remember.
Man, I remember that episode of Spawn 2. Talk about we gotta protect the little black girls. You got that white dude who was a
something Billy Kincaid or something like that.
Yeah. I don't remember the name, but I remember the damn episode. I remember that.
Yeah, yo, he came around in the white van trying to pick up kids. He reminds me of that. His whole personality reminds me of that. And how you gonna tell me that the Nation of Islam gave him the information because they want to protect the fruits? But at the same time, when Malcolm X talk about he want to protect the fruits, they kicked him out. Something there don't make sense. Certain things ain't adding up. I'm sorry.
That's the crazy part because you just said that Jim Derrigada said that the Nation of Islam was the one that had the tape, but then he also said that, well, while I'm getting the tape in a mailbox that was sent anonymously. But then when it come to testify, he said, well, I got to protect my sources. How you going to protect sources if you don't know who the sources are?
Well, yeah. Check the next time he did it. He said he got a fax first, then he got it in the mailbox. He got told to go in the mailbox, open the mailbox. If you got a fax in 2001, talk about go to the mailbox, man, that shit probably had anthrax, yo.
But then he said he got it. He supposed to been got it. He said he got it at work. And it went from getting it at work to getting it at home. Then somebody shot out his picture gland. But let's see what Tasha K got to say about this, y'all. What?
Ask him how he got R.Kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R.Kelly. So you mean to...
She said, what?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Him to get online to say that Azrael is not writing R.Kelly? Really?
And him, she referring to Angelo.
R.Kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R.Kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R.Kelly. So you mean to tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? I ain't got no beef with that man at all, okay? But what? Just to get online to say that.
Oh, boy, she got some shit coming down the pipe on her.
You know what's so funny about that? When she did that interview with Natasha, she tried to demonize R. Kelly as the biggest monster walking planet and talk about how delusional he is. Well, that's a complete 180. She said from the time she had that video talking about that R. Kelly might be innocent, and you know it hurt her feelings for her to even say that shit in that damn video. She's like, yeah, because even when she said it, her face was as long as I-20. It was like, yeah. It's so bad, I couldn't even sleep. And then she talking about how she was going to expose the people that gave her the false information and all this other stuff. And now all of a sudden she do that interview. Now all of a sudden it's almost like if I come real hard, maybe they'll forget what I said about R. Kelly may be innocent. We ain't forget. Hell, we didn't forget. Like I said, I got a text from Blade, and Blade told me to tell Tasha K he wants his hairstyle back.
Yo, I remember Levi called her a rooster way back. Yo, he used to call her a rooster.
Yeah. Somebody posted it. Stephanie Luke in the chat said that's a Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah, that's a strange looking woman. Hold on, that's a strange looking woman. I love a strange looking woman, right?
That's a strange looking woman.
They used to be hilarious, man.
I saw somebody else said that she looked like Woodstock from Charlie Brown.
Now we got it's a lawyer talking about Tasha K, the effects of Tasha K with these jail records, man. I just was looking over some of this stuff. That's why I was telling people, man, y'all gotta donate. If y'all can donate $1 to the cash out, we trying to build some. So I need to be able to pull this up on the stream and stream share, so we can see it all together at the same time. What's going on and what's being said. But these are professional lawyers talking about the interception with Tasha K intercepting those BOP, that BOP information. Hold on, just a second.
Some of you guys are gonna say, "Hey, she didn't know the information was illegally obtained." What I'm telling you is that there are multiple crimes, including federal crimes, where you don't have to know. You don't have to know. The fact that you did it is enough. Now, here's the thing: is she going to jail? Can she go to jail? Absolutely. She can absolutely go to jail on this. Will she go to jail? Well, it depends. It depends on what they're finding out in these investigations. You know, first of all, it's curious. It's curious that the officer in Wisconsin, the one who was doing all of this and committing multiple violations, not only was she allowed to retire, she didn't get fired, but she didn't get arrested for anything. She didn't get charged for anything. Lord knows she didn't get convicted of anything. You ever had a homie on the block, get arrested and you're like, man, this dude is going down for at least 5 years. And he turned up next month on the street talking about, hey, what's going on? And you're like, right? Why are they letting the woman who started all of this escape? Some people are saying it's because she's dropping dimes, right? Some people are saying that she's dropping dimes on Tasha K. Here's the exposure for Tasha K. Did she get the information that was obtained illegally from an illegal warrantless search? Yes. How much information did she receive? We don't know, right? Who knows this? Tasha K and the woman. So the woman can tell the feds how much of the information she sent to Tasha K. So that's one level. If Tasha K has the information, here is the level at where if this.
But do y'all hear? I had to stop that because this part kept playing in my head. This woman was accessing his jail records from Wisconsin, not even goddamn Chicago.
Who was that? The non-lawyer?
The BOP. I'm not sure who this person is. I just go YouTube, boom, boom, boom. A video popped up. I clicked on it, and this guy he replaying this video. This
that sounds like that. That sounds like the lead attorney.
Lead attorney. I think that's him.
And last year I came on this show talking about R.kelly, and he was like, "Oh nah, blah 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 blah." And I was just like, "This dude ain't even look at the case, yo." And he was going against Tasha K pretty hard at that time too, yo. I don't know what's going on with Bob.
What's up, everyone who just coming in the chat? You know what I'm saying? That was quite strange when he said the lady was working in Wisconsin, accessing the jail records. We'll let it play out a little bit more. Make sure y'all getting them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up, man. Come out them bushes and hit that like button.
Why are they letting the woman who started all of this escape? Some people are saying it's because she's dropping dimes, right? Some people are saying that she's dropping dimes on Tasha K. Here's the exposure for Tasha K. Did she get the information that was obtained illegally from an illegal warrantless search? Yes. How much information did she receive? We don't know. Right? Who knows this? Tasha K and the woman. So the woman can tell the feds how much of the information she sent to Tasha K. So that's, that's one level if Tasha K has the information. Here is the level at where if this comes out, Tasha K is in trouble. You ready for this? This is where the information, this is where it is. If Tasha K paid for the information.
Wow.
If Tasha K paid for the information.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second.
Have to get online to say that Azrael is not right in R.kelly. Really? Really? Now, I gave him R.kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R.kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R.kelly. So you mean to tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? I ain't got no beef with that man at all, okay? But what? Him to get online to say that Azrael is not right with R.kelly? Really? Really? Now, I gave him R.kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R.kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R.kelly. There's trouble. There's real exposure. Who knows, right? Who knows this? Tasha K and the woman. So the woman can tell the feds how much of the information she sent to Tasha K.
Do y'all think Tasha K paid for those emails? Put a yes in the chat or put no in the chat.
Okay. So that's, that's one level if Tasha K has the information. Here is the level at where if this comes out, Tasha K is in trouble. You ready for this? This is where the information, this is where it is. If Tasha K paid for the information, if Tasha K paid for the information, there's trouble. There's real exposure. Who knows if Tasha K paid for information? The Wisconsin female CIA officer. She knows. And let me just say, guys, defense attorneys, we call for a mistrial over anything. First of all, like someone sneezed in the courtroom too loud. Oh my God. Did you hear that sneeze? That prejudiced my client. Your Honor, we're going to need a mistrial, right? So, they're probably going to ask for a mistrial anyway, but, if the state or if the feds were planning to call either of these women as a witness, planning to use any of the emails that were obtained, any of the recordings that were obtained, now they really can't use them because they have been stolen. They have been intercepted through a warrantless, illegal, basically a wiretap or some type of really an investigation and an unauthorized, warrantless, illegal investigation. They have been disseminated to millions of people all across YouTube. So now it's like and the law is very clear that you are not allowed to, number one, use that information or use any information that was obtained from the stolen information, right? So, they've already got some, the trial has been going on now like 11 days, 12 days.
Now you hear you say you aren't able to use any of the information that was legally obtained from the stolen information. So whether she paid for it or not paid for it, it was illegally obtained through a warrantless search. So which makes it no good. But everybody know that the information that was obtained was used to get one of the key victims, one of the key people to change their stance. I believe she paid the BOP officer for the information. And one thing about this shit is criminals, they think they can outsmart this thing called wire transactions. You know what I'm saying? Unless she gave this woman, met this lady, and gave this lady cash money that she had laying around, she gotta hope and pray that this woman don't give up any information. Or, you know what I'm saying? But if, in fact, the woman don't even tell her that Tasha K paid for it, if they go over bank records, account records, and see any transaction that has anything to do with Tasha K or anything attached to Tasha K, and it's a wire transaction to this woman who accessed these records, it's gonna show. Just like Jennifer was able to see a lot of the stuff with R.kelly. Like Darryl McDavid telling R.kelly, look, man, let's invest in this restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Let me get $1 million. And come to find out, well, R.kelly didn't have no part in the restaurant. It was only Darryl McDavid's restaurant. You know? They can tell where there's money going. And they can trace that money back. And they can see what that money was used for. Unless it's some cash that you got sitting in a shoebox somewhere and you doing hand-to-hand cash transactions. Anything you do over wire, them people can trace that shit down. But what up, Midas? What up, J-Rock?
Yeah, bro. I'm just thinking how many people are going to get locked up for this. Because it's not just Tasha K who was accessing the information through the BOP. It was 60-something other people. That's a network. That's got to be Chicago Sun. That's got to be a bunch of newspapers. You know what I'm saying?
And for the lady in Chicago, for the lady in Wisconsin to access the BOP records from Wisconsin, she had to have all the information. So who gave her the information to look up? Like all of the credentials to look up.
I'll tell you what. I do believe she would have paid for it for the simple fact if she's going through all the security clearance, risking her job, she ain't gonna do it for free. She ain't gonna do it for free. She getting money out of it plus something else. Maybe she getting.
The BOP officer ain't finna do it for free.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Hell, I don't know if she's trying to do that and maybe trying to leverage that also with money and maybe an exclusive interview with Tasha K to try to get some clout for this for herself, because that's also another possibility. You get cash plus maybe another favor or two to go along with it.
What about PPP loans? What about if you get access to a nice size of a PPP loan? I notice that's a smart way that everybody's getting paid nowadays. Between PPP loans and books. That's how everybody was coming up in 2020.
You sure Section 8 ain't gonna be on the table?
Oh, definitely Section 8. And pictures of the baby, bro.
Damn. At this point, I don't put nothing past nobody.
All right, so say Tasha K get locked up for passing money, but even if she didn't pass money, what if it's that lady's job? You know what I'm saying? What if it was her job to do that? Because she got retirement kind of easy though. Because when you do a crime like that, you ain't supposed to get no retirement.
No, she wound up not getting fired. She got retired. And matter of fact, she retired before the investigation really picked up. She was allowed to retire. You ain't supposed to be allowed to retire when you got a pending investigation like that going on.
And how much younger than her actual retirement age was she allowed to retire?
There's another good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they running games, bro. Like, imagine just for doing that. Okay, no problem. Let you retire. You get all your money. Just go home. We won't talk about it no more. But you can access his records so many times, and all these other people can access his records so many times. and just spread out the information to the media networks. Get it popping. Like Tim Savage with whatchamacallit, with Tasha K. Get it popping.
Mm-hmm. And see the thing, and see the thing is with Tasha K in that interview that she did with Natasha, she was up there saying like she really tried to make it seem like it's media. We use other sources, we use different sources. You know, a lot of mainstream media would use these points too. Not to the point of other people violating their own jobs, and especially if it's mainstream. If they find out, well, that's unethical practices. That's journalistic integrity. So I guess maybe if she had did something, she feel like, well, I'm not on mainstream media, so you can't really attach anything to me. You know, I could just say, hey, she did this on her own. I didn't push her to do it.
Plus, she stated she already lost her credibility with Cardi B. So why she ain't do time for that? You know what I'm saying? She can't pay the fine. Why wasn't she given time? She just allowed to go to Morocco, and I don't even think she in Morocco. Like, straight up.
I'm gonna tell you, after all this go on with Cardi B after, and then when R. Kelly win that appeal, and then gonna be looking for her too. She gonna do like Respucia on Norbit. She gonna go down to south of the border and probably try to become a stripper.
She got to grow the size of her hair out first, man. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yo, she got a nice body though. I love a strange looking woman.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, what was it? Cameo had a song back in the day called "Strange," and I like it.
Classic, bro. Classic. But even Michael Jackson was saying it, like all these people gotta take it down. Like if you watch James Brown, right? Whenever he had like a problem with his wife, it always became mainstream media. And it was always like from his perspective, it was always like, yo, things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't that big a deal. And they always try to blow it up so that they could take his money away from him.
Yeah, and James Brown, God rest his soul. I mean, the man laid the foundation, because if it wasn't for James Brown, there would be no Michael Jackson, there would be no Prince, and even to a certain extent, there would not be in R. Kelly either, because James laid the foundation for all of them. So even though I say Michael Jackson, the greatest entertainer who ever lived, but I give James Brown his respect because James is the pioneer behind a lot of that.
Well, Michael Jackson gave James Brown his respect because he even stated that he got the moonwalk from watching the camel walk that James Brown used to do. And he said James Brown was one of his like ultimate mentors, like watching. That's who he wanted to emulate growing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you Midas, did you see the video that was like back in 1982, 83? They was in I think they were in Beverly Hills. James Brown had a show. Michael Jackson came on stage with James Brown. But then while he was on stage, he whispered into James Brown, said, Prince is here. Prince was in the audience. So you actually had Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Prince on the same stage at the same time.
Nah, I never saw that one, man. I gotta watch that one, yo. Yo, where Big Vi at when you need him, man?
Yeah, I don't know, but man, if you get
I gotta
check
it out, man.
That
was
a special move.
I guess this is audio. The audio. Kale's dragging Tasha K, a former correction officer. Let's hear what this is about, man. Shout out to this is Storm Monroe, I guess. Some channel.
And I know we only got 15 minutes, so get straight to the chase. Okay. 2019, I was arrested, of course. And in 2019, during the time I was being detained at the BOP MCC, there was a disciplinary hearing officer that's like a judge in the prison that was accessing
153 times. Y'all get them likes up, goddamn it. Get them goddamn likes up. I ain't even got $1 on my cash app. Y'all better get them goddamn likes up.
She did share that with a blogger, a YouTube blogger by the name of Tasha K. Tasha K mentioned that she shared all of my information with government witnesses' parents and government witnesses on her podcast. I didn't know anything about this until I was 3 weeks away from my verdict in New York. And Tasha K had shared my information with the government witnesses.
Wow, he said he didn't know this until 3 weeks until his verdict in 3 weeks into his verdict in New York. So this shit happened in. This woman accessed R. Kelly jail records from July of 2019 all the way up until she was retired in December of 2019. The verdict came for the New York trial. What time, J-Rock? You remember when was that?
Wasn't it September 2021?
September. So how the fuck, where the fuck was R. Kelly legal team? What was they doing to the point where this man didn't know about this BOP officer accessing his records 153 times until Tasha K, until 3 weeks before his verdict in 2021? Tasha K had put this shit out in 2019, early 2020.
That's a damn good question.
This is so fucked up, man. This is so fucked up to me to just think about it, bro. You paying people to do work for you, be your lawyer. These same lawyers that he had, they were on the YouTube streets. We know for a fact they were on the YouTube streets. How did they not know, or how did they not? But we also heard that Steve Greenberg was right across from the Chicago prison and wasn't even going to see R. Kelly. But I'm gonna shut my motherfucking mouth and let Kels talk.
Hearing officer that's like a judge in the prison that was accessing records illegally, and she did it 153 times. She did share that with a blogger, a YouTube blogger by the name of Tasha K. Tasha K mentioned that she shared all of my information with government witnesses' parents and government witnesses on her podcast. I didn't know anything about this until I was 3 weeks away from my verdict in New York. And Tasha K had shared my information with the government witness in my case in New York. Wow.
And that explains why goddamn Ann Donnelly did not want to give Kannick more time.
Nothing about it until I got to Chicago, and it was in the Tribune that this had happened. And the reason it proved to be true is because they were proving verbatim everything that Tasha K said. That I was saying to my girlfriend on this same phone I'm talking to you. You're talking about Azriel, right? I can't name any names because okay. That's my case. Okay. Okay. But you're just gonna have to, storm through, kind of like put it together. Yeah, I got you. The only thing I can say is that you're not supposed to do that. Okay? It's okay to have witnesses on stands and cases and all that. No problem. But you're not supposed to be how you're supposed to get your witnesses or have your witnesses. And that's what happened to me. You know, and when I found this out, I immediately let my attorneys know, and they checked into it. Come to find out there was actually a search warrant done on the BOP officer. They called her Officer A. It's 4 years later, and I still don't know who Officer A is. It's 4 years later, Officer A was never arrested. Tasha K was never arrested or faced any kind of charges for therefore showing my illegal law enforcement information to witnesses. It's a crime to even access those records.
Yes, it is.
There's a search warrant that exists. I don't know if the public knows about it, but it is public knowledge. I have a court case in New York. Even though I can't go into that court case or talking about that court case, but those are the facts. There's a search warrant that exists. The search warrant cannot be executed unless a judge signs off on it. So obviously a judge thought that it was enough probable cause to either sign off on the search warrant to be executed on the BOP officer. Now, I don't know Tasha K or whoever, I've added these people, I just don't think that they understand how the law is supposed to work.
Right.
You can't tackle with witnesses, federal witnesses in a federal case. You can't be them contraband and illegal contraband off the system here. My private phone calls, my private emails, information. That you can't do. And those things were done. Because, you know, your girlfriend don't go toward you in the beginning of your trial. Arrested for 6 months straight, and then out of nowhere, slip on me within 3 weeks. And all of a sudden, want to allow me and say all of this stuff. It just doesn't happen. Somebody you've been with for years. And all of this time, I've been trying to figure out why. But when I come back to Chicago after being convicted and sentenced and staring down the barrel of 30 years of my life in a damn bathroom, I found out my information was being shared with, you know, with it was being shared by the Tasha K. So, BOP with every hearing officer, which is the judge of the Bureau of Prisons. You even know a YouTube blogger. These questions you have to ask yourself, these questions people have to ask themselves. And I'm not going to lie, I don't have anything bad against the BOP. I don't have anything, you know, not mad or anything. I don't have anything against law enforcement or anything. I just have something against this one individual who accessed illegally my records 150 times. And on that same day, the affidavit said that there were 60 other BOP employees that accessed my records illegally. On that same day. So there you have 61 BOP employees. The work from that, okay? Illegally access my records.
What in the fuck did I just hear?
That's why I was telling you, bro. It's like 60 BOP employees that was doing this.
61 fucking people access this man records on the same day?
So how many newspapers getting that information and trying to leak it?
What the fuck? I've never heard no shit like this.
Newspapers, TV shows, some of those court TV shows. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to get the inside scoop.
God damn.
And if it's 61, no telling how many different outlets and entities it was.
Man, what the
From
fuck?
white and black media sources.
Not only that, that 61 only represents that 61, but once you start multiplying it, because if every 5 bloggers takes that information and start rolling with it, and you start rolling with it, let's say you have thousands of people just using the same fake information or the information they leaking. Jury tampering, witness tampering, whether it's money or not.
And then he say the warrant was signed off on, but nothing never happened to the woman or Tasha K. This shit is, man, I never heard nothing like this.
Oh, she got to retire, man.
My email. Oh, you. And the last time, you know, and when you talk to your, just put it like this: when you talk to your female, I'm kind of pausing because I want to make sure that I don't go into my case. Right. Excuse me for that. No, you're fine. But to give you a scenario, if you tell one woman, "Hey, I'm going to give you the money," you put the money behind the blue couch, and because
now, if this is reference, he referencing the money. Who you think he put his trust in? Who y'all think he put his trust in? Me, I think it was Joy. Who y'all think he put his trust in?
I think it was Joy too, man. And that's why Az was so mad.
lady is spending the money, and she's not supposed to be spending it because I need that money for lawyers. So you being more responsible. You take the money, put it behind the blue couch, and don't tell her, just hold it and use that for emergencies or if I need anything or pay bills or whatever. The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is.
Wow.
I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl saying they took the money, they left a note saying F you and F him, I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Oh my fucking God.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on. What up? Wait a
What
minute. He said that she said, F you and F him, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
She was gone before she even got to Larry.
Yo, that's when she went to beat Joycelyn. They bum rushed the spot.
No, she didn't go to beat Joycelyn. She was with Joycelyn. You heard what he just said? He told Joy to put the money behind the couch and hide it from. He told her to hide the money, basically. In other words, he told her to hide the money at Azrael when he found the money the next day and left a goddamn note and said, fuck you and him. And left. Listen what he say. Let's go back. Damn. Woohoo, boy. Man, what the hell is Derek is? Let's go back. Listen what he say.
You being more responsible. You take the money, put it behind the blue couch, and don't tell her, just hold it and use that for emergencies or if I need anything or pay bills or whatever. The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is. Right. I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl saying they took the money, they left a note saying F you and F him, I'm gonna do what I have to do. These things that happened, these things happened in 2019, and then
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Did you hit it? That motherfucker. She robbed the man. She robbed the man and then turned into a fucking federal witness.
I told you she had to be robbing him, but she had to be robbing him for a minute. But what I'm, man, I still think that's that day when all them bum rushed his spot, bro.
No, do you hear? They living together at this time.
But she got the tip off of where the money was from the BOP officer.
But she was in the house. She was still in the house. If they would have thought about that money, if she would have been there that day, if she was there that day when Joy was there, we all would have knew about the money. We just hearing about anything dealing with money now. The fight was recorded.
Now here's a question. Did she find that money the day that video came out when her and Joycelyn got in that fight?
That's what I mean, bro. That's what I mean.
I think if she would have found that money the day they got into the fight, you would have heard that shit that was a long ass audio of the fight. You would have heard. Joy would have said, "What the hell, Rob money?" She was talking about the Grammys.
But if they were stealing the Grammys and they bum rushed the spot and they got Joycelyn arrested,
but you gotta hear what he's saying. He's saying they weren't even on bad terms. Do you hear what he's saying? They still living together at this time. But however the situation went, he said when he was talking to Joy, basically, he told her to put the money up behind the couch. He said the very next day, he get a call from the other girlfriend saying that, saying what she's saying. I mean, he get a call from his girlfriend saying, let's go back. He said get a call the next day from his girlfriend saying they took the money and left a note. That wasn't the day they had to fight. Because that's the case, she would have said, they jumped on me, we got into a fight, and she left. She said they left a note. This is what he said. This shit happened before the fight. The fight happened when she came back to get her shit. Listen to what he say.
Just hold it and use that for emergencies or if I need anything or pay bills or whatever.
See how he talking? He's talking as if they still together. They all still together. He's not talking as if it's all this fucking commotion and all this shit going on. So just follow him.
The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is. Right. I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl said they took the money, they left, and let her know saying F you and F him, I'm gonna do what I have to do.
So when she said I'm gonna do what I have to do, that's telling me that's when she shot out the motherfucking Vegas.
And who did she meet in Vegas?
Larry.
Yep. So
that's what that's telling me. They was communicating with her, so she was just laying around long enough to figure out what was going on. See, they was telling her shit, but you see how long they say this woman was accessing his records from July all the way up until December. So they getting Tasha K. Ain't no telling how when she was getting this goddamn information day by day. She getting this information on the regular. So when Tasha K getting the information, she giving it to Angelo. Believe it or not, Angelo and this girl was communicating.
And you know what else that tells me? When she went out to Vegas with that money, found that money, and then because you said at the time that they were still pretty much living together, it looked like everything was still fine.
Right.
And then the fight happened. I'm telling you, at that point when she left Vegas, she probably talked to Angelo and Larry, and then that's when they colluded with that phone call saying it was R. Kelly, but it was actually probably Larry on that phone.
Right. The fight and all that shit happened when she left Vegas to come back to get her shit. See, she took off with the money. The fight, none of that shit hadn't even happened yet. Because you hear what he's saying, she left a note for him. Took the money and left a note saying, fuck you, fuck him. All of a sudden, when she went to Vegas, they showed her the rest of this information. She came back to Chicago to get her shit. That's when they got into the fight. And she told Joy, you gonna be right where he at. You know, you gonna be right in jail where he at. Y'all can have each other. All that shit right there. That's how all that shit played out. She had already took the money before she even left.
Yeah,
that's how she was getting around. She was getting around with his money.
And also remember the fact when she said when she said on that call that was quote unquote R. Kelly, wink, wink, but we know better. She said up there talking about, well, I'm sorry, you lied to me, and you know, I don't even think you're gonna make it to trial. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like a threat to me.
You knew what you was doing. You lied to Joy. You did this. You did that. Whole time she robbed him, goddamn man, and hauled ass up out of there. So she bought her own goddamn ticket to Vegas. She took all the money. This shit's crazy, man. Kel's dropping the fucking bomb, man. Let's see what else he say happened after that. So do y'all think, question for the chat, do y'all think she took the money before the fight or after the fight?
These things that happened. These things happened in 2019, and then I get another visit from the woman who took the money, and she tells me since when.
See, it was before the fight. There you go, right there. He just clarified it. He said, I got another visit from the woman who took the money.
So it was before the fight. So they colluded.
The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is.
Right.
I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl saying they took the money, they left a note saying F you and F him, I'm gonna do what I have to do. These things have happened. These things happened in 2019, and then I get another visit from the woman who took the money, and she tells me, since when did you start giving her the money, and why did you tell her to put it behind the couch and not tell me? Don't lie to me. I heard the phone call. So in 2019, I'm trying to figure out how the hell did she hear that phone call? In 2019, I'm trying to figure out why would she tell me in the last visit that?
So that might could have been him on that phone, upset, knowing that this girl had heard a conversation that he done had with his girlfriend that she wasn't supposed to have no idea about. And then she came to visit him making the threats that she was making after she done took the money. Then she say, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's when she flipped. She flipped about the fucking money. She didn't flip. She flipped about him taking the money and trusting Joe.
Nah, she wanted to know where that money was from the jump. They were waiting for that phone call.
She had Midas. Don't miss it now, Midas.
Mm-hmm.
She knew where the money was. He said she was spending the money reckless. So he had to move the money so that she wouldn't know where it was. But she had access to this money. If you go back to the beginning of this recording, he said that she had access to the money too, but she was spending money recklessly. And he said we needed this money for lawyer fees, hard times, bills and stuff, shit like that. But she was just spending the money crazy. That's when he told Joy, take the money, put it behind the blue couch, and don't tell nobody.
Add to that, though, Tasha K now is in aiding and abetting of felony, because that's felony theft.
Hell no. Then she came to see him. She was mad about she got cut out from being able to spend the money how she want to spend it, which proves her intentions. From her intentions of being there the entire time was for the money. It was never about her loving R. Kelly, caring for R. Kelly, wanting to be with R. Kelly. She was there to spend. She had access to unlimited funds.
And an alleged drug habit.
obligation to just keep it moving and don't arrest him. So if she did just go about her business, it's like, why would she get to just go about her business, or why would she just get to be hired? And I'm not trying to throw nobody under a bus or have people arrested and ruin their life. I just feel like I'm buried alive in a casket, so I'm kicking, don't give a damn what's going on. I know this is wrong. It's illegal. And it's not the way court cases are supposed to go. And if there's any, in my frankly, some stuff can be illegally hacked into or stolen and shared, then who else are they doing this to? How many people are this happening to? One more minute, man. If you won't, call back at some point today or tomorrow and wrap it up and tell you. People are going to say, people that hate, Tasha K, nothing against her. This is about my life. I'm trying to get my life back in the right way, in the legal way. I don't have to lie on anybody. I'm not allowed to be BOP. In fact, they wouldn't even allow me to be on this phone if I was on this phone lying. Okay, so whenever people come to you and say, or try to combat what I'm saying, there's a search warrant. You cannot go against a judge on a search warrant. The search warrant says and backs up everything I've told you. I got 10 seconds. I appreciate this phone call. Appreciate you listening, man. And and I hope you're on the right side of history. Son.
Man, free Kells, man. Free R.kelly, bro.
Facts, brother. Free R.kelly, yo.
Bro, this shit right here, man, what he just said is what's gonna set him free. Man. She got mad. She was spending the money recklessly. And he said he came to the decision that the money needed to be moved. It makes sense though, because Joy seemed way more content, with life. But the thing about it is, I'm quite sure Joy was saving her money, stacking her money, putting her money back. But you can look at Ash with her being how she is, and with her, you just look at her family background, where she come from. She wasn't used to having that kind of money. So she just buying shit, spending shit. I bet you go on her Amazon, she can go on Amazon, she got so much shit, probably spent so much money online shopping. And like when Kells when Kells even got locked up, who's the one who was doing all the shopping? Who's the one driving the vehicles?
Let's not forget also that that Ass allegedly was riding the white horse, if you know what I mean.
But also though, if she got the money, why would she go immediately to Larry?
She went because they was already leaking she had to go get the rest of the goddamn shit.
Nah, but she could have gone anywhere.
No, Midas. Larry, you hear what Angelo, you gotta go back to Angelo and Tasha K and Larry conversation. When Tasha K got the information, she sent it to Angelo. Angelo said he had shit going on. He couldn't get to his daughter, so he suggested that she go to meet with Larry. That's how Larry got the information. When Larry got the information, Larry said we sat her down and made her watch Surviving R.kelly. My mama, my wife, my daughter. You don't remember that?
I remember that, but I never believed it though.
But this is when the flip. This is when the whole situation came about the flipping and shit. So when she left from Larry, that's when she went back to Chicago and had to fight with Joy.
But there's a missing component though, to me though, Big
What's
Bob,
the missing component?
Why would she go straight to Larry if she got all this cash?
Because they feeding her bits and pieces trying to get her to flip.
But she don't care nothing about no flipping. If she got the cash, she could go scot-free.
No, it ain't about. Why would she leave a note saying that she gonna do what she gotta do? What was she saying when she said, I'm gonna do what I gotta do? You gotta make it make sense. We gotta make it make sense. Why was she? If it was just about the cash, what's the purpose of leaving a note? Why would she tell Joy she finna do what she gotta do? What did she have to do?
So instead of spending recklessly, right? What if she always was getting worked? If Larry and Tasha was working her from the jump, and spending recklessly was really her siphoning off cash to them. You know what I'm saying? Piece by piece. So when she done and she gotta do what she gotta do, she take the whole lump sum. She wasn't supposed to know where the money was at. She only got that information through the BOP officer. You know what I'm saying?
She got that information. She got that information through either. She probably got that information through Larry or Angelo, but it came from Tasha K through the BOP officer.
Right.
No matter how it goes, when you listen to what Kells is saying is, they wasn't having these problems until she got the bug put in her ear that the money had been moved. Then as he continued to talk, she started talking about some of the emails. She wasn't talking about all of the emails to him. She was just bringing up some of the conversations to him that was had. She wouldn't even, and then from that point on, she was gone then. Everything she did from the time that she took the money was pretty much a fucking stage play. She came back, staged that fight. He said she took the money. You hear what he said? She took the money and even came and saw him. She took the money and came and visited him. And when she came to visit him, she made the threat to him about not getting out because he lied to her. If you go back to that conversation that she was having in the hospital, what did she say? What did she say in the hospital? You lied to me. You lied to Joy. You knew I was coming back. What she said to him in J-Rock, if you remember, when she was in that hospital on that phone, what did she say? She said, you lied to me. You lied to Joy. You knew I was coming back to get her. She made it seem like she was coming back to get Joy, but that wasn't her intention. She was pissed at Joy because R.kelly chose Joy and not her. And he had already, like you said, I told my lawyer that he wanted Joy and not Azrael. So she was pissed off about all that shit after the fact that she started finding out all this shit, but she had already took the money. Like I said, if it was just about the money, she didn't even have a reason to go back. But she was pissed off. She wanted to fight.
Yeah. And the reason probably why that was, why you trusted Joy, it wasn't just because of the regular spending habit, it's because she had another habit that was also collecting a lot of money too.
Right. They said she was getting the nose. She was on that Charlie Sheen.
Like I said, she was riding that white horse.
But not only that, she didn't go back to fighting them. That's like, when somebody does a robbery and they're like an easy mark, it's like, go back and take the rest of the shit.
Right. She went back and when she went back, that's when Joy, that's why Joy never mentioned nothing about the money when she went in the house. You go back to that video of the fight when Joy came in the house. Joy said, "What are y'all doing with the?" First of all, she asked about why did she have them men in Rob's house? You know he don't like men in his house. And then she started confronting her about the Grammys and say, "Let me get her." And then that's what asked, like, "Let me get her these Grammys, these awards before I break them." This, that, and the third. And they started going back and forth about that or whatever. And so as well, she was so mad because she pissed because she didn't get chose. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't take the pressure, man. And she couldn't stand the pressure. Everybody sat there on the Gayle King interview. They talking about how she handled Gayle. Well, we was happy she handled Gayle that way. Joy conducted herself like a fucking. You could tell that she had some home. I ain't gonna say home training. At some point, she learned how to conduct herself as a young lady. You know what I'm saying? But Azrael at the same time, by her. You can tell how defensive she was on Gayle King interview. You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted to fight Gayle.
Y'all, how much money you want to bet that Azriel ran off Rashana? How much money you want to bet that she ran her off from the jump?
She probably did, man. You can tell she had that pit bull mentality, and she had that I'm the one mentality. See, the thing was she wasn't able to. She was pretending to be able to cope in a polygamous relationship. She went with that shit. See, Joy understood her role, and she accepted her role. Azriel never did. Azriel wanted to be the one. So Joy didn't have a problem with standing down when if Azriel wanted to be right there, But see, when it was time for Azriel to stand down, she didn't know how to do it.
But from what I see from Azriel, right? She didn't want to just be the one girlfriend. She wanted to be the one star.
She wanted to be the wife. She wanted to get that R.kelly treatment. Man.
She F R.kelly. She wanted to bury R.kelly from the jump. She wanted him from the jump. Not F R.kelly like that. I love R.kelly, but that's how she thought. Because she wanted that spot. She wanted to be the one to take him down, to change up her age, 18 to 17 when she feel like she wanted to be that one. She wanted to be a minor when she wasn't a minor. They said she studied and she stalked R.kelly for about a month.
She was a thief. She was a goddamn thief. And J-Rock, and go back, y'all remember I told y'all about the Rock. I said I did a video over a year ago. I said Azriel is just as guilty as her parents is. She was a part of the setup. She was there only for the money.
Aiding and abetting. Facts.
She knew the plan before she went there.
Yeah, but it never would have got in motion unless the parents was involved.
Well, look at the charge list for the father. I mean, not dissing my brother Angelo or whatever, because he seems like a pretty decent dude sometimes. But when you got that list of charges, how many other things are getting covered up? How come you getting short time for this and short time for that? You know what I'm saying? You got to be doing some work on the streets. You got, not saying he might be thinking, I know that could get some people in trouble, but at the same time, it's just like you got way too many charges, bro.
You heard you heard what Tim said when he released that bomb. I guess you said that bombshell video. When he said at one part, he said, "I wonder how many bricks you got to sell your daughter."
Wow, man.
But you know, he was pushing that argument for a while, saying that R.kelly was offered, R.kelly gave him bricks to get Azriel. Like they were pushing that in the thing for a while too. It's kind of weird, yo. I don't even know why they would do that. Like,
wow, man. Kels dropped it. Boy, he just exposed the whole fucking plot. He just exposed everything that we needed to know right there when it comes to Jane Doe. When it comes to that Jane Doe right there, she stole the money, left a note, and say, I'm going to do what I got to do. And what could that possibly have been? Go work with the goddamn people.
Go allegedly pay James Mason and the other dude to blow up a car, allegedly.
That's Don Russell work.
They all together. You know, if Don be working with Larry, if Don be working with Larry and Larry be working with Az, then it's a Rico. It's racketeering at that time.
Man, this goddamn boy, I'm gonna have to go back to that shit again, man. Cause 61 BOP officers, one officer accessed this man's records 153 times Then this information get bought by Tasha K. Tasha K shared information with Angelo. Angelo passed it to Larry, but Angelo have. They talked about this shit on Dana talked about this shit on his platform. Why they chose to send Azrael to fucking Larry house. I don't know if they was in the process of moving or what was going on, but for some reason they sent her to Larry house. And when she got to Larry house, Larry said he made his mom, cause Azrael he said Az had never seen Surviving R.Kelly. Said he had Surviving R.Kelly playing on every TV in the house. His mama, his wife, his daughter, they all made her sit down and watch. Then he showed her the emails and shit that Tasha K had sent over to him.
Even if the Surviving R.Kelly thing wasn't true, all of that is witness tampering. All of this is a felony. Yeah, he's supposed to be in jail, yo, and he just got off of another thing. And you said they gave him a good write-up.
Man, they talked about him like he's a fucking graduating college, man.
Created the chasing and all of raising 20.
Man, I mean, nothing surprises me with this anymore. I would like to say, damn, I'm shocked, but every time I look around, it's something else new.
That's why I keep saying it's a cult, and I don't think it's like no regular Rico. I think it's like a cult. Like these people go to church, you know what I'm saying? They do they prayers backwards, and they say, "Let's go get R. Kelly." Like it reaches too high and it reaches too low. It's too many avenues, man. Too many tiers, too many levels. It's like straight like JFK sort of shit.
Yeah, and then you got NC when Tim dropped that video yesterday, talking about he got his attorney in the car. You know who the attorney is, so we already know who that was. And then talking about I got all the information. Talking about you want to see Tasha K. You bring your lawyer. I'll bring my lawyer, and I want the evidence showing that to prove that my wife slept with R. Kelly. And to talk about my attorney. How would your attorney know that your wife didn't sleep with R. Kelly? How would he know?
But check what Don Russell did there, though. Don Russell did some more witness tampering because Tim Savage was the biggest mouthpiece against R. Kelly, right? For him then to tell Tim Savage that without even knowing, because he's not even close to R. Kelly, how would he know that? You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, R. Kelly was like, "Yo, get him away from me. I don't even want to hear him. I only hear him when I go see his mom."
I mean, R. Kelly told Tim in this little clip that R. Kelly just put out. He said, "All these females grown. What the fuck I need to be talking to their parents for?" And the only reason why Don had R. Kelly information is because of his mama. When you hear a motherfucker say some shit like this, you know, I keep the shit on hand. Cause I don't like Don, big head ass. But I mean, listen at the shit.
Please. He said he's not the manager, but he was introduced on the news and all the media outlets as his manager, but he is you said you're his advisor?
And consultant, exactly.
You're his current advisor and consultant. So when R. Kelly got locked up, there was you talking to the press, and there was Steve Greenberg, who was also talking to the
how I became involved with his career was I heard the song I Admit, and at the time I was headed back out to California. I've got businesses out in California that I was going back to re-engage with, and I heard the song and I'm like, that can't be for real. I mean, I heard rumors about, his money and his financial situations, but when somebody's
So he said he didn't come back around until he heard the song I Admit. That shit didn't come out until 2019. Then he said he heard about the man's financial situation. How could he hear about the man's financial situation? Through his mother. Because his mother was responsible for allegedly clearing Rob taxes. So in order for her to do his taxes, she would have to have his personal information.
But his taxes still weren't paid. So it's like they tried.
But the taxes still weren't paid. Agreed. But he had money being redirected to her as well.
Facts.
They had money being redirected to them. And when he got the money, that's the money that they took. They seized that money and paid for the studio. Drea got some of it for child support. And the rest of it went to, I guess, whomever it went to. But the thing is, this dude, Don Russell, like, you came out of fucking nowhere and you overly inserted yourself in this shit. You didn't have no part to play in none of the shit that was going on. You didn't know shit about these people. You didn't know what this man had going on. You just came back and started doing shit. That's why his mama told him, you have made another move without confirming or without talking to Robert. He said he gonna be pissed. Well, Don like, well, that's if he talked to me. Why was R.Kelly not talking to Don? But he was communicating with his mom.
Well, Don committed identity fraud from what I saw. He had his passports, he had his signatures, he had everything.
Then he tried to do a goddamn, you know how you go and do it? You go and get you a 9A number, you try to take control of your trust. You know, you try to take over your trust that they got in your name. That the government got in your name using your social security number. He tried to do like a charity, but he tried to do some type of shit like that with R. Kelly, and try to wipe his debt out that way. There's people on YouTube that talk about that shit, but it's a very strategic process, and if you do one thing wrong, your ass going to jail.
From chicken and waffles to R. Kelly's main consultant. Tell me how that happened.
Exactly. Even calling, he wasn't even at work. Then you say you headed back to California, you heard this shit, then you turned around. Then you fucking hook up with Iced Out Keith and fucking y'all and went in the man's storage and took three U-Hauls worth of fucking music and material and shit, and then you decide to drive one U-Haul to California. Then the people say he was in California trying to sell the shit. Motherfuckers wouldn't even buy it. Like, nigga, that's tail shit. Hell no.
So if you went to the Dubowski's page first with that bag of stuff, remember he went to that page with a bag of stuff. Who built the enterprise? He had to build the enterprise. He the head of it.
Yeah. DS, Larry did get a deal. They gave Larry leniency in his case. They say Larry help in the R. Kelly case was superior.
Yeah, that was according to what was it? The judge had said something about it, talking about he looked like he was a upstanding citizen.
And they need
and looked like you have a lot to offer. So the judge didn't throw the book at him. I remember, I forgot what transcript that was from, but I do remember that was being said. So he got a very lenient sentence.
Yeah. She said they said that motherfucker, they didn't want Larry to get no time. They say he need to be out advocating for women.
Mm-hmm. And did you notice with that Tasha K and the Tasha interview, when Larry McGee's name came up, how quiet she got.
I ain't seen it. We gonna have to, man. When I get home,
Tasha K.
I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna get home about, man. Look here, man.
Big
I came
Vi,
to Minnesota.
Big Vi, let me tell you, when that woman mentioned Larry McGee, you thought Tasha K was in Cricketsville. Good 5 or 10. It was at least 5 seconds. She was quiet. And then she was like, who Larry McGee? And then she acted like she didn't know who it was. And then she looked on the phone, pulled up on the phone, saying like, okay, I'm gonna cover this number up on the phone. And is his name spelled MCGEE? She said, well, and because when Dana played the interview, she was talking about how she really didn't know he was, how she didn't really talk to him, talk to Larry like that. Dana was like, oh hell no, that's a lie, because I know she spoke with Larry at least twice, if not more. And I mean, you should just see when you see that part when that interviewer mentioned Larry, you should just see her facial expression and her. I mean, she was just silent. You could hear a pin drop or a rat piss on cotton for a good 5 seconds.
But didn't Larry say also that he had that Az tried to hook up with him? You know what I'm saying?
I heard something about that.
Yeah,
I heard that Larry tried to get with Az.
yeah, but Larry said it different. Larry reversed it. So I don't know. It seems like I wouldn't even doubt if they hooked up, because if he's getting the money from her, you know what I'm saying? If he's controlling her, if he's the handler, then he got to have a position of power. You know?
Well, like I mentioned, like from what I've seen, I mean, I did hear something about that, about an involvement. I don't know if Larry might have pushed up on it, or probably, get her to flip and maybe try to shoot a shot at the same time he tried to flip, get her to flip also. Because if that's the case, then that could be a possibility. So like I said, at this point, I don't put nothing past nobody.
But Larry's still Team Truth, right? So if Larry's still Team Truth, why is Angelo still bigging up Team Truth?
Not according to Angelo, though.
So Larry ain't Team Truth no more.
Angelo would say hell no, because when they fell out, because I remember somebody had a video, audio, something saying that you was up there, Angelo saying something like to Larry talking about you make it seem like you did a lot of stuff for me. I did like you did a lot of stuff for me. You came begging to me to get involved in certain stuff. You came to me, inserting yourself in this situation. And Larry pretty much said the opposite of what Angelo said. So they had a fallout. So I don't know if you could say he was Team Truth, but if you ask Angelo will probably say hell no.
But this whole thing is crazy, because Kim Fox is Chicago, Larry is Vegas. Larry got his charges, I think, in Vegas or whatever. So how he get off them so easy? Where's the play, man?
I mean, look at Avenatti charges. It's just fed. Shit, you doing a favor for favors.
Facts,
They doing favor for favors, man.
But even Avenatti with the tape, that's now fruit from the forbidden tree, because from the time that he got locked up on fraud charges, none of his evidence is admissible. None of it.
And see, what we still don't know is that communication between him and Kim Fox.
Right.
Those communications are still out there.
Thanks, J-Rob. And the communications between Angel Crow and Jim Derogatis. So many Jim Derogatis to take the stand, yo. All this Fifth Amendment stuff, man.
You know his fat ass wasn't gonna take that damn stand. He probably couldn't even fit in the stand.
Oh,
Shoot, they're up there talking about. They're talking about. I know 69 R. Kelly victims. Why the number got to be 69, Jim?
Yo, he's a pervert, man. Did you see him at the strip show when the girl was just doing her little belly dancing, and he was like, "Yeah, he wanted to put some money in that belt buckle, in that panty, yo, real bad. You could see it."
I have not seen that, and I kind of don't want to. I don't even want that image of Jim Derogatis being at a damn strip club or whatnot, because that looked like that would be like oof.
Yo, he was on the podium and everything, yo. This man who's so against women being exploited, even though all these women of age, like this guy is a fraud, man. And you know, I think he was in contact with Tasha K as well too. But I know he was in contact with not Angelo. He was in contact with one of these people, man. Maybe Cass Jones.
Yeah, but you know what? I do like what Big Vi said when he said Jim Derogatis looked like Dave on South Beach Toe. Man, you said that shit. I said, God damn.
Goddamn Cosgrove, boy.
Yo, he looks just like him, yo. Don't Dana know the woman who be on there, Bernice? I think Dana said he know Bernice. Yeah,
he said he know Bernice.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So man, like I say, man, I gotta give a shout out to another great live, man. Shout out to another great live. I'm finna go on Storm and stream record that audio. I'm gonna play that audio. That's how all my lives gonna start off after the intro. That audio.
Man, pull up the interview with because I know you could probably if you can't find it, I know Dana got it. But get that interview with Tasha K and chick Natasha. I mean, and when she mentions the name Larry McGee, look at Tasha K's reaction.
And we got
in the headlight, like a deer in the headlight, huh?
Damn right.
And we got to get back that first interview with Asani McGee too. Dana put it up long ago, I think early this year.
The one with Tim now?
The one where she was inside a radio studio or something like that, and she was acting real antsy and stuff, and she was looking around left to right. She was lying all the time.
Oh yeah, see that was after the Tim press conference.
Yeah, that's when we got the 14-year-old audio.
You know what? I think I remember that because she did look I think she did look like she had crackhead tendencies.
Very crackety, brother, according to Judge Mathis. Very crackety.
Damn.
She had crackish behavior, man.
Yeah, she
Yo.
Shoot, but
yeah, man. But you know, like I said, man, I take my hats off to you guys. Sir Miguel that was on, J Rock, Midas, everybody in the chat, every individual person in the chat. If you haven't hit that like button already, make sure you hit that like button, turn on your post notification bell so y'all be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vi going live, man. These lives keep getting better and better. We're going to keep on breaking down this content. We're going to keep on letting we're going to keep pushing Kel's message about this BOP officer and Tasha K intercepting his calls and emails and relaying them to federal witnesses, to a federal witness. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep pushing that narrative, man, and make sure y'all sharing the content out. You know, we can come over here, we can kick it, we can enjoy each other. But we got to make sure we sharing the content out on all social media platforms that you all entertain. Like I say, man, let's keep supporting people who doing it the right way. That's not out here, you know, harassing accusers and intimidating accusers. You know, we want to stay on the good side of the law. You know, we ain't trying to come up in those subpoenas and different things like that. Man, that call, man. I'm finna go back and listen to this shit again when I get out live. That call with Kels, man. That shit. He said some shit, but when he said that he had to tell Joy to hide the money because she was spending the money because Ass was spending the money recklessly, and then the next day he get a phone call from Joy and saying that they took the money and left a note and said, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Do you not hear when he say that, Midas? He said the next day he get a call from Joy and the money was gone.
Facts. Because once she lost access to it, they was like, he caught on. We got the phone call. Where you gonna put it? Or where Joycelyn put it? Go get it and bring it down the road. Yo, it's crazy, bro. That's grand theft right there.
Man. She need to be locked up for stealing.
See,
and whoever she went to immediately after.
And see, knowing some of them, she probably denied that she stole anything. She probably went to the school, to Lisa Van Allen's School of Thievery. I didn't steal it. He just left it there.
Yeah, but if you got a phone call, if you got a recording of that date when he told Joycelyn that to put the money inside the couch, you know what I'm saying? If you got that alone, then that will also cross-reference with what he's saying right now. And that will also prove the case of theft, yo. And it also coincides with when she went to Vegas. So, yeah, I don't know how they can get out of it.
Nah, this shit, they all tied up in this shit. What that song say? They need deep, baby. It's too late to turn around. Tasha K can't get up out of this. I don't give a damn if she stayed her head bald, ugly motherfucker.
That's a strange looking woman, man. Salute, big vibe, man.
Hall looking motherfucker. I'm a kid.
Damn, now City Hall. Oh man. I mean,
check Junior Post. Man, Junior dead in the motherfucker.
Oh man.
Yo, but if number 5 was gonna smash Drake's dad, right? You think she smashed Larry?
Man, she would smash anybody who got that work.
Anybody, ain't a father.
Look, if you decide to go overseas and try to almost be like almost like an escort overseas, there's really no limit to what you might do.
Yo, she was loving Dubai, bro.
They kicked her ass right up out of there.
I did.
Man, they sure did.
How come nobody don't talk about that though? I mean, like your lead witness got kicked out of Dubai. Like, how is she credible? She lied on the stand. She lied on TV. She lied on YouTube. Like, how many times is she going to lie? People say, you know what? Bring R.kelly out the jail cell, man. They crazy.
What Ezel was saying on Friday when he was walking down that sidewalk, la, 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 la. Smoke ass.
Yep. La, la, la. Shoot, but shoot,
I ain't the smartest man in the world, but from on here, sound like Azrael been to the lie.
Facts. Facts, yo.
She got sent out by, well, they all got sent out. I think where the fuck up gonna come in and now, and why R. Kelly is so focused on this BOP shit and Tasha K, because all he needs is one motherfucking thing. One thing to throw this whole case out. And this is proof. This is actual proof. And you know it's actual proof, and because the calls are recorded. So if she repeated she repeated a conversation. Now check this out. Now she repeated a conversation to him when she came to visit him on the, over the phone, because I guess it's through the phone shit when you go to visit, that he had on the phone with his other girlfriend.
Yeah, and and also in that interview, she talks about that exact same thing about the BOP officer and everything. She tried to dismiss that whole thing with R. Kelly, talk about he delusional, and almost like she tried to treat it like this is R. Kelly's one last ditch hope. As far as treating it like it's a Hail Mary, like you on the 30-yard line with 5 seconds to go.
You can say all she want, but guess what? Another person, you remember TBD said she had a cousin that was a correctional officer, but that was at the MDC, I guess. And then you had another person who said that they had somebody on the inside of the MDC or whatever, however you call it, MCD, whatever, CD, whatever the fuck the jail called. Yep. But so many people came out speaking about having connections to the inside. But Tasha K, for a fact, she can't avoid the fact that she said, I got R. Kelly jail records. I got the emails. I remember her being on her live one day, and she just strolling through her phone like she had so much shit. I'm going to just read something. And she'll just read the email or whatever. And she's like, wait till Azrael see this.
But why was she the only one that everybody trying to reach out to? She said she was getting all these emails. That means she had that one woman in Wisconsin, yo. Who's the mother 61?
Yeah, she getting the email because she had the sources, she had the resources behind her to pay people.
Yeah, but I want the next 61 too, though, because she might be just like the tip of the iceberg. Because we thinking that Tasha K big, but really and truly, she's only big in the black sphere. You know what I'm saying? But we're really talking about these big
got
networks.
1 million subscribers, man.
Yeah, but when you talking about the big major news networks, they the ones who pushing this constantly.
Yeah, so see the big major networks. Look how they talking about chaos though. The big major networks is how she even became relevant. Because of them talking about chaos the way that they was talking about him, she was able to become relevant.
Yeah. Yo, what Big Bob went? You coming back? Yo, J Rock, what do you think what would happen if Gayle King also had access to them records?
At this point, I wouldn't deny. I wouldn't put nothing past nobody, because after all, you got to keep in mind that she supposedly had a relationship or was doing a deal with Daryl, aka Baby Powder Johnson, for that R. Kelly interview. She was linked to that. So at this point in time, I wouldn't put nothing past the kind of connections that she would have had either.
Yeah, they said they didn't add. Everybody got immunity. 60 plus people got immunity to testify. Everybody who opened their mouth against R. Kelly, they had immunity.
And everybody who didn't open their mouth got immunity. Because they were forcing people not to testify. You remember that part, right?
And if they didn't have nothing bad to say, they would just tell them they got immunity. They got to speak.
Facts. Otherwise, they might get charged. So they was running the whole crazy game there, yo.
Yeah, they were. I mean, like you said earlier, black and white media, with all those different BOP officers, all them people that had access to his records like that. And like I mentioned before, I mean, there is nothing that you can put past anybody, because just when you think things are gonna go one way, it go totally different. Like who else would have expected that the fact that when Tim dropped that bombshell interview talk about that Tasha K talking about there were rumors that Johnson had slept with R. Kelly. Because I almost be like, okay, if that's the case, if both, let's say for the sake of argument, if both wives actually slept with R. Kelly, now all of a sudden you get an additional motivation. Why everybody's mad? They talk about trying to make it about the daughters when it was really about the wives that R. Kelly was probably that probably stepped to R. Kelly too. So that's probably what the real true underlying anger was.
Well, Tim knew that Jocelyn was obsessed with R. Kelly. Not Jocelyn. Thing knew.
So
Angelo knew. Angelo knew his wife was. Yeah, Alice was obsessed
Angelo
with
and Alice, and they were studying. They started pitching book deal. They started pitching dildo singing. They pitching being a tour bus driver. They pitching being the chef. I mean, they were trying to get in. Too. Trying to get in to help steal the money.
That means they were going to try to pimp R. Kelly forever, yo. Because even if he had answered within that 120 hours, they would have still tried to go in his pockets, regardless.
Yeah, that was that damn Tim.
That's Tim. But what I think, while Alice and Angelo was trying to get inside, they were going to pull a heist from the inside.
Yeah. But remember something too, right? They were kind of quiet while Tim was kind of loud. Angelo only really started talking like after the fact. You know what I'm saying? When the money got shut down.
Because Tim needed them. Tim them was just making a lot of noise. But Tim them, like Gerald Griggs, old Jimmy Neutron looking ass, he knew that they couldn't do nothing without declaring because they needed the youngest person they could try to make a victim.
Oh shit, Jimmy Neutron looking ass. I said he had a head like the Great Gazoo from the Flintstones. Shit. Wow.
But that motherfucker got a head like a motherfucker from the 30s.
Yo, I think Az was breaking him off from early though. I think Az always kept him in the loop.
I mean, he was spoiling the shit out of her. He wasn't looking at it as if he wasn't really looking at it like that, you know, because he had the money coming in and shit. But once the money stopped, now you looking at your finances different. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I believe he was spoiling her because that's what he do with his girls, you know what I'm saying? Buying the breasts, getting the BBLs and shit, you know. He was doing that shit because that's what he liked to do. But once the money stopped coming in, now look, you was probably eating that goddamn Benny Hunter. Now you got to go to goddamn Leanne Chan or Panda Express. You know what I'm saying? You got to change the way we live around here. You can't be going to these top shelf roof cribs. You know, you gonna have to go to a regular steakhouse now. You know, shit gotta be different. We gotta preserve this money.
Champagne taste on a beer budget.
Hell yeah.
Man,
instead of drinking Bud Light, you gonna have to drink 211.
I swear she was Cheryl Mack and R. Kelly though. I swear she was doing the Cheryl Mack on R. Kelly. Like she had to have access to his accounts. She had to be taking out cash and keeping Angelo quiet.
She was living a hell of a lifestyle. And see, the parents got mad when she cut them out of the money.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, so
but when did they cut her out? When did she cut them out though? Because
when she realized that she the one who was getting shit, she laying on her back. Why am I paying y'all? Why am I sending y'all money for when I'm the one who going, dealing with this shit?
But was that in 2019 or was it in like before 2019?
I think she had been cut them off because they said they hadn't heard from her since she left. But then I go back to an interview last night. I played the shit right here. Hold on. Watch how he lied and try to switch the age up. I'm gonna run this before I get up out here.
Yeah, salute Big Von J Rock, man. I'm gonna be out, yo. Respect.
All right, man. Salute, man. Much love, man.
Yeah, much love.
Where he at? I got Angelo on here trying to make it seem like his daughter was 16. Oh yeah. Might just got him out of here.
Like, I've been okay. I need to make sure she's okay. Like, I've been okay for 3 years prior. That's where I drew my line. Because at that point, I was an adult. And at that point, I felt like I was okay. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing something as bizarre as that. I just really couldn't. And that's fair. But what you gotta understand is we haven't talked to you after 16. That's when you graduated. That's when things went blank.
That's the problem I have with this. He said she graduated when she was 16. But then they said she was 17 when she graduated. And she left 3 months prior to her 18th
birthday.
We got to make this shit make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was over 17 and a half, but she wasn't quite 18, but she was real close to her 18th birthday at that point.
And that's what they claim. But how the hell R. Kelly sent her home? Your wife put her in a car and drove her back. And gave her permission, allegedly, to this woman, Valerie Pate, I guess that's what it was, who allegedly passed away too. Then.
Yeah, but see, the funny part about that is even the Tim in that damn interview was talking about that letter was a fraud and there wasn't no Valerie Payton.
You see what I'm saying? All the lies. How you gonna try to run with that, push that narrative? Oh, we hadn't talked to you since you was 16. You graduated. So damn, did she graduate at 17 or did she graduate at 16?
Yeah, and then remember that Valerie Payton letter. That letter was posted on CBS by Gayle King on CBS this morning. So Gayle King essentially posted a false letter on her own damn TV show.
Got to be more careful.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make a bold prediction, by R. Kelly get through, he gets this appeal, he gets out of jail. I promise you this. Gayle King will not be on CBS this morning. You're gonna hear one of 3 excuses. That Gayle King had personal had a personal issue she had to deal with. Gayle King is sick, or Gayle King is on vacation. She's gonna be out for a while if R. Kelly gets out, because she
ain't no ill when he come home.
Well, you know what I mean. When he gets out, she gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone for a minute. She ain't gonna come back until the story die down. That's when you gonna see it.
When Kel get out, I don't give a fuck. It's negative 20 degrees outside. I'm bumping that shit at the gas station everywhere.
Bruh, it's gonna be man, it's gonna be hell, man. I'm telling you, bro. I mean, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be epic. It's gonna happen in 23. I got a feeling it's gonna happen.
Man, it's gonna happen.
Giving it time.
Man, I don't know if it's 23. Whenever it happens, it's gonna be so epic, and then it's gonna make it really bad. All these media outlets, especially black media, they're gonna have a lot of shit that they're gonna have to answer for. Because I promise you, there gonna be some jobs, there gonna be some careers that's gonna be lost because of this.
Oh yeah, because when them lawsuits come, shit, people gonna be wanting to separate themselves.
Yeah, and then that's when that's when more blame shifting gonna happen. Well, I only was told to say what they were told me to say. I was instructed to say this. You know, I wanted to be fair and I wanted to be unbiased, but you know, but we had a certain thing we had to address. So we would, so we had to go ahead and do, and I was just doing what my bosses told me. And then you're gonna have the other explanation, gonna be like, well, we just thought what we was doing was right at the time. I mean, it really didn't dawn on us that it could be possible that all these people were lying. Now that they're lying, you know, we find that they were lying. You know, we at the time we just thought we was protecting girls. We thought we was doing what's right, because that's gonna be the other excuse that they're gonna come out with.
Yeah, but then they're gonna have to find out that it's a right and a wrong way to help somebody.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a big mess. I mean, and like I said before, and one other time, I wouldn't be surprised if R. Kelly turns around and sues the NAACP. Because if that happens, here's what else is gonna happen. If that course of action takes place, you're gonna hear the Congressional Black Caucus are then gonna want to hold a special hearing.
They get rid of motherfucking Gerald Griggs,
and then they gonna want R. Kelly. Then they gonna want to talk to R. Kelly. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm R. Kelly, I'm 50-50 on doing it, because I'll be like, because my whole attitude is gonna be like, you had all this time to talk to me. You had all this time to try to get the facts. Now, since I'm suing the NAACP and all this, now you want to play the Jodeci role. You want to come and talk to me.
Goddamn J-Rock, boy, you hell.
I'm like, no, you had all this time to get my side of the story. You had all this time to get the facts. Now all of a sudden you want to come and talk to me?
Man, it's gonna be interesting, man. We just gotta keep our eyes open and, you know, come back. I might not be able well, my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so I know I ain't gonna be this tomorrow my last day up north. So
go ahead and handle that.
I'm gonna be up here taking care of that, getting on the road Saturday. You know, hopefully, you know, keeping God first and make it back home safe, me and my son. Sunday we coming back, and like I say, man, I'm pushing this BOP shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, but I tell you what, the next weekend, you know, when you come back, you know, Dr. King's birthday is on Monday, so a lot of people will be off, so it'll be a 3-day weekend. So even if you can't do a lot this coming week, but that weekend, it'll be a 3-day weekend, so we should be able to do a lot then.
Hell yeah, we gonna push. We gonna push. Well, you got. Do I need to sing that Storm on Road, the one I just played, or do you got that one already?
I ain't got it, but if you can email it to me, that'd be cool.
All right. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna send that, and that's pretty much, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, from now on, I'm gonna just start sending that to people. You know what I'm saying? Let people hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the Tasha K with, I got R.kelly jail records, this. Oh, she saying that shit. Then boom, put that phone conversation in there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But sure, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. Thank you for having me on once again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love to y'all. Happy New Year. If I haven't told y'all Happy New Year already. And y'all have a good night and a good weekend.
Already, man. I appreciate you for coming, man. Next time, you know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up again next time. So shit. Until next time, I salute, love you, my brother. Stay safe. Prayers for your brother and everyone involved in his accident. Hopefully everybody, you know, get home tonight. Shit, let us see another day.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you, Vi. Be careful on that highway heading back, man.
Man, that's what I'm gonna do. Take my time. Shit, my house ain't going nowhere. Shit, take my time and keep God first.
Yeah, well, one good thing for sure, at least you know you can depend on yourself, and you ain't got to depend on Southwest.
Uh-huh. She'll call it goddamn Komodo Dragon Asante McGee. Shit. Give me and my son a ride back.
Oh man, shoot.
All right.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too, bro. Salute Midas, man. Salute Midas. Salute Midas. Elvira, everybody that came over, hung out with us today. I appreciate you all. Everybody that donated, I appreciate you as well. Everybody that couldn't donate, I appreciate you as well. Like I say, all the things one of the main things I ask is that we share. Share the live. If you haven't joined the Big Val Opinion channel and you're looking to join, the doors of the channel are open. You know what I'm saying? The doors of the channel is open right now. This is the time for anybody that's not a member of the channel, that's not a subscriber of the channel. This is the time that you join the channel. The doors of the channel is open right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, if you haven't became a member of the channel, now is the time to do so. Seriously though, seriously. And God bless y'all, and look forward to seeing all my people, man. Until next time, let's keep pushing this chaos narrative about the BOP and Tasha K. And let's make some shape. All right. Let's see how we gonna get up out of here.